Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Data Anomaly Hunter's Scar. Season 2, Episode 19, Recovering Momentum. This is one of our Digimon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or stories and creatures in alternate realities. This system is in open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io, so go check it out and let us know what you think. But for now, we're going to get started with introductions, beginning with Lightpaw.
Hello, I am Lightpaw, or Tan if you prefer. I am the storyteller for Data Anomaly Hunters. I am an abomination into Nuggin. Moving along. Hi, Fulgur.
Hey, I'm Gimund, and I'm playing the brothers Arcus and Fulgur. They are a electric basic Harrisman. On to the Asher.
Hello everyone, I am Razim and I am playing as Asher, the Labramon. Astral Light type, God of Death, Lord of Evil, and off to the minion.
Y'all, I'm IDDoThings, or IDO if you prefer. And I'll be playing Haboku, the Lucamon, the undead minion of Asher. Necrotic Fire, and onto the dad of the party.
Hello, I'm Drunk Dragon Aaron, and I'm going to be playing Jace, the Black Gillimon X that is Shadow Mythic type and the dad of the party. Woohoo! Parenthood, when did I get all these kits? Kotora, you're the oldest, watch him, I'm leaving.
Hello everybody, I'm Raharu and I'll be playing Kotora, the Mythic Fire type Gabumon in the Cinnamon Roll of the party. On to you, Tal.
Hello, I am Telderis and I will be playing Riv, the Mythic Water type of Vorvamon. He's only a little bit knowledge obsessed. A little bit.
Only a little.
Just a little bit. A very small amount.
Just a bit. As a treat.
Yeah, as a treat. You should totally leave him alone in some rooms.
Gimund _ tipped $10 for JC's Kids Support Fund.
Thank you for that tip, Gimund. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed. And now for recap. Combat. Combat.
Riv nearly killed himself. Combat.
Oh, Zim, you forgot and combat.
And combat.
There we go.
Riv stole something important.
And we also just kind of drag each other onto beds for after the combat.
IDDoThings tipped $20. Combat. Woo.
Thank you for that tip, Ido. That is the second tier of the tip goal completed. Legit though, we just fought against the flymon the entire session last time, pretty much. Did a lot of damage to them. They did some damage to us, and then they ran away like a pansy. And then we went to bed.
Completely ignore any and all wounds that Riv got. He only dealt a little bit of damage.
To be fair, we did deal a lot of damage to the flymon.
Yeah.
We probably would have knocked him down if he wasn't buffed from the what you may call it the tip goal last session, or rather last two sessions.
It's okay, the next time we see him, if we do again, we'll make sure that the tip goal doesn't get in the way of his ultimate demise.
Yeah.
Flymon soup.
No.
I mean, to be fair, with the amount of biting and he was technically being eaten.
Jace was fully buffed up. He was ready to go all in on removing this guy.
You're also at like what 3 hit points for a second there.
It's okay.
More than Riv was.
Yeah, I didn't go negative, so
But anyways, there was also a scene between Riv and Asher where, or was that the one before?
that was the one
That
before.
was the one before.
That was the one
Okay.
But yeah, because afterwards it was mostly just us going around trying to undo the persistent condition of weary that was still damaging people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Since it did get brought up beforehand, tiny bit of table talk. Zim, would you care to explain to the audience which options they have for interaction now?
Huh?
Meow.
Because it's been a couple sessions, so
Oh,
the
yeah,
regular-
everything's on the table now.
Influence cards.
Everybody duck, here comes the Wonder Meal bars.
Well, those were always on the table.
Yeah, we can't get rid of the dang things.
We can. We can always eat them.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Riv has no sense of self-preservation. I thought we covered this.
True. Kotora, come here, hold this. This one's yours.
Holes.
You may not want to let it out of your sight.
This guy sees a Wander Meal bar as a piece of bread.
Just gonna point to the previous episode and say, quod est demonstratum.
There is a time for talk. This is not such a time.
Oops, sorry.
But anyways,
I sat
You
up.
okay?
I sat up and I was reminded of the fact that I'm a year older now.
Oh.
I thought that was tomorrow. Oh,
that's-
no, yours is today.
No.
No, mine was yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So we need to
Oh.
sing happy birthday to Lightpaw.
Happy belated birthday, Ripa.
No, you don't.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you dear good girl. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Okay, you guys were actually quite synchronized there for a moment.
It's
Yeah,
because I
that's
was
why I didn't cut
deliberately
in.
leading on what he was saying
What was
to
that,
try to
Eric?
count for.
My guitar.
I did not join in because I don't want to wake up people here. So, but still, happy birthday, Lipa.
Yeah, happy belated birthday.
Anyway,
You okay there,
Ah.
Lightpaw?
how when we're not recording. Anyway. So everybody dragged themselves to the tents and whatnot. The sounds of the forest do gradually return after the sounds of the forest got drowned out by Flymon's flymonness.
Also, I think Asher continued the watch while Riv was taken to bed because he picked up an injury.
Did they have? Yeah, they did have last watch.
Yes.
So Asher, are you doing anything special during that last watch?
Asher will be tending to Riv, his injury, and then sending him firmly off to bed.
Well, Riv can't hear, so. But Kotora was already like picking him up and taking him into the tent.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go take care of him.
Sure. Go ahead and check him out.
Yeah, that's his name, Asher.
Also,
Medicine check if you would, please.
yeah. Also, Lightpop, what is that? What is that map that I see on the screen?
What is the what that you see?
On the Twitch screen, I see a map with our icons in there.
That was
the
the map from last.
Yeah.
game.
Oh, it's what the heck? Why
Are you getting a gray screen? Because I kind of have that too.
Yeah.
You might want to just close it. We're not really using it.
Because I had it gray the entire time last time, and I thought that kind of was it.
Yeah, same
Oh.
here.
No, yeah,
that's
that's
all.
At all?
this is what it
Yeah,
was.
no, there's a full map.
Yeah, apparently me and Gimund couldn't see the map at all. What the heck?
No.
I saw the map.
Same.
I saw it too.
Oh.
What the heck? Why is it just me and Gimund?
I
I worked a
Pretty
whole
sure-
30 minutes on that map.
It's
Yeah,
a very nice map.
opened
is.
Riverside and
Yeah, it's just completely gray for me.
yeah.
Weird. Okay, well, if that happens the next time we have a map, let us know. We'll figure that out before we do the combats.
Yeah, we'll do. Continue. Sorry for the interruption. Sorry for the interruption. This was just bizarre.
No, it's an important interruption. You can't see the battle map. You can't tell. You can't interact with the environment in the way that the battle map is supposed to enable.
Yeah, because I mean, on my screen, apparently Asher is like on a cliff, like falling down.
No, he's down next to the river.
Oh, okay, the river.
Bank.
Yeah, I just see blank grid.
Oh well.
The impressive thing here is that you had Fulgur actually positioned at the entrance to his tent the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is why I was assuming you could actually see it because you
Yeah,
put
because
him
you're standing by
right
the entrance
on.
of your tent.
That's hilarious.
Eight forceful. Are you trying to diagnose the injury or treat it directly?
Well, probably diagnose and then treat. We can do all of that with that.
How is she doing?
So, it seems like Riv may have taken some damage to his eardrums because there is definitely a lot more fluid coming out than there should be, which is any amount of fluid considering, and some of it is blood. So, he might have taken a serious injury there.
All right. Asher's gonna go ahead and pull out his valve dock and pull up a notepad on there and start writing out what he's seeing on all this.
Kotora suddenly looks worried. What's the matter?
He's gonna be working on treating Riv and write out what's going on with Riv, as well as doctor's orders. Sleep. And then he shows that to Riv.
But Riv only has, he's only in the -1
Fat.
exhaustion bracket. No, but Riv's gonna like he looks kind of like I guess the best word to me would be like morose about something, but upon like something actually being like shown to him, he'll like blink and look at it. And then kind of like do like an ew expression, but he won't like shake his head no or anything.
Ew.
Asher
But-
will pull out some rope and you know, brandish it menacingly at Riv before pointing at Riv's tent.
Kotora is going to wave his hands widely. No, that won't be necessary.
Aw, I was really hoping to use it. I've got cuffs in here too.
How do you have cuffs for wing hands?
I'm sure that these could work.
Still, you're not cuffing my brother. No, we don't need that.
I mean, if he doesn't go to bed, then yes.
I will make sure he goes to bed.
Okay then.
Still though, can you tell me what's wrong with him?
Oh, he can't hear. He's got an injury in his eardrums. He needs some time to heal.
Kotora looks mortified.
I'm doing what I can for this. But mostly he needs sleep.
Okay. Kotora is picking Rip right back up, and and even though Rip cannot hear him, he's just saying, "Okay, off to bed with you."
Like I said, he cannot hear you.
No.
Gosh, nobody listens to the doctor.
I heard ya.
Did you? Because you just tried talking to him even though he can't hear you.
Kotora is just going to give a bit of a chuckle, and he's going to take Rip off to their shared tent.
Those are the kinds of cuffs that I was talking about, Raijin.
It's also extra funny because
Riv had a big brother.
it's just also funny because the cuffs are like very much so not effective versus Riv, because Riv could just steal the data of like the chain and just like or like the ring around it. He can't get rid of it, but he just have that now, I guess.
Oh, these are the padded kind of cuffs. You know, the fabric ones, the soft ones. I mean, it doesn't change anything, but it's still, yeah.
Yeah, he just have that now. It wouldn't. I don't know what his actual storage capacity for that kind of bullshit is, but you know, he'd have that. He can't give it away. He couldn't use it for anything. Maybe he'd learn how to manifest it eventually. Manifest like one of the fabric cuff things. That'll go well.
That would be hilarious.
I'm just impressed Asher was allowed in one of those stores.
He's an adult.
Asher's an adult.
Yeah, Asher's an adult. Riv is too. Like everyone in this party is actually an adult.
Guys, we're much younger than Jace.
Jace is just an old man.
I mean, technically, Asher has existed since the beginning of time.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't really matter. Your current incarnation is barely 18.
No, he's 21.
I was about to say, I thought he was early 20s.
Yeah, I was going to say, too, I'd be sure you're Jason Flight, but...
Okay, barely 21. Doesn't really change my statement much.
But yeah, Rip just looks morose about something still. He didn't actually seem too upset at the. He seemed less upset reading that he had hearing damage than about whatever he's actually upset about.
Kotora is going to Kotora is going to look at Riv, and he's going to like once he sets it down on the bed. Kotora is going to begin like trying to ride on the floor. He's just writing what's wrong as a question to Riv.
Riv is gonna take out his data pad and just type out he's gonna type out, I kinda took something from him and he got away, and then so now people are all gonna know that I can do that.
Kotora looks mortified. Oh.
Riv goes back to just looking morose. It'll last all of like 5 more minutes before he just goes back to normal. He gets over it. He was just sad for a little bit. Riv is good at not being sad for very long.
Kotora still kind of looks sad, but he's just going to like begin rubbing his head and just give a bit of a sigh. Let's just hope that this is just one of the forest guardians and forces. It won't really be something that spreads. Kotora knows that Reeve can't hear him, but Kotora's just saying this out loud to himself, honestly. Okay. Kotora is going to pat Riv on the head and just write slip on the floor.
Riv will just go back to splooting because he was doing a sploot before he got picked up, so he'll just go back to doing that.
I hear that snuffling in there. You better be sleeping.
Fair. I mean, as long as Riv is not splooting out on the grass is okay. We have our sleeping bags after all. And Kotora is going back to sleep as well.
Okay, so that is Riv, Kotora, Jace already went to bed.
Haboku
And I'm
also went
assuming,
to bed.
yeah, Haboku went with him. Which just leaves Fulgur. You trying to get back to sleep, or are you gonna...
Yeah, Fulgur's going to bed.
Go to bed, Joker.
Okay, Dawn's not too far away at this point, so what is Asher going to be up to on the rest of his watch?
Patrolling around the area. Definitely keeping an ear out, next to Riv and Kotora's tent to make sure that Riv is resting. But otherwise, yeah, just patrolling around the area.
Well, like I said, dawn comes soon enough. The nighttime noises get slowly replaced by the dawn noises and then the daytime noises. Nothing further seems to impede the restful recuperation of the party.
Nice.
And you've all learned some things about yourselves, about combat, about how much Flymon sucks.
Who wakes up first?
I mean, Asher, obviously, but who wakes up second is the question.
Jace wakes up first because Asher's going in to check on him for injuries and such.
I mean, Jace is fine, so he's gonna wake up to his son poking him. Got it.
Poke. Touch.
Yes, that. Jace will just kind of push Asher back, sleeping.
Well, it's time to get up anyways.
Tell that to the one sleeping on top of me, please. Points at Haboku.
He will squint at Haboku.
So does Asher have the heart to wake up Haboku?
Bad question. The answer is always yes.
I think the more proper answer is, does he not have the heart? Because it'd be quite the heartless thing. Waking up a sleeping puppy.
Come on, Haboku, it's time to get up. We gotta get ready for the day. Then again, I don't know where we're going or what we're doing, but we gotta get ready.
Haboku will just hop off of Jace and shake himself.
Jace rolls over and pulls the blanket over his head.
Got him.
Asher goes back to poking and prodding Jace.
Is there coffee yet?
Nope, but get up.
Fine, I'll make coffee. Starts to peel himself out of bed.
Okay, Kotora, you wake up. You have no idea why.
Kotora's cook senses are tingling. Okay, Kotora wakes up and he like those one of those really quick like sit-ups.
He shoots awake.
Yeah. And he's before investigating the outside, he is going to check up on Rev.
Good, this gives Jace a chance to get up and start walking now to the tent towards the campfire. This was a threat to let her be allowed to sleep longer, but Asher's apparently going to let this happen.
Riv looks like he's still like a little bit banged up. He's still missing some HP, but he's looking better-ish.
Kotora is going to nod, and he's just going to leave Riv to whatchamacallit sleep. He's going to give Mir a bit of a poke and just say, "Hey, Mir, please, please watch out for Riv while he's still sleeping."
Kotora! Jace is about to cook.
Blob bounce.
Mhm.
Mir does a little like blob bounce.
Yeah. Also, what was that, Sim?
Kotora! Jace is about to cook.
Kotora suddenly looks mortifying. He goes and he leaves the tent in a hurry.
You know, you could have just let me sleep longer, but no. No morning court. My cooking is not that bad.
Tell that to Chef Mikey.
It exploded. That's not my fault. Microwave shouldn't be allowed to explode.
How did it even explode?
I really don't know. I hit the buttons until it turned on, and then walked out of the room. And then suddenly it went bang.
I actually know this story.
Kotora is looking at Asher to see if he will give any more context for that.
He did not follow the instructions.
Kotora's eyes narrow.
It's a microwave. It's a microwave oven, so it's like an oven. You turn it on, it goes on, it heats up, you put the food in, and out the food comes.
Why do they call it an oven? When you oven the cold food about hot, eat the food.
So I put the food in and I turned it on.
And then it exploded.
Yes.
He was trying to use the oven instructions.
Oh.
It's a microwave oven. I put it in for 350.
Kotora is rubbing his forehead. Oh, that's not good.
What do you mean not good? You hit the power button, you put it to 350, and then you hit start. That's how ovens work.
The microwaves are meant for quick heating ups. The ovens are much lower. If you use instruction for a regular oven with the microwave, of course, the thing is going to explode.
But it's a microwave oven.
Yes, it's a microwave oven, not a conventional oven.
Well, we don't have a convection oven either.
You said conventional.
I know, that's why I said convection.
Okay.
Look, I came from a small town. All we had was one of those black stoves from yesteryear, okay? I'm sorry. We had to use a generator and all that, so we didn't get the fancy, like, microwaves and convection ovens and air fryers and stuff.
What's a generator?
Okay, I will give you that.
We had an air fryer. You don't want to know what he did to that.
It burnt me.
Okay. I will stop getting on your case. I mean, the only reason why I know about these things myself is because, I mean, Rib is pretty much a collector of knowledge. I managed to get a lot of my knowledge from cooking from things that he brought for me.
Jace just throws up his hands and then looks over at Fulgur. By the way, a generator's a machine. Electricity.
A machine what? You cut out for a moment.
A machine that generates electricity.
What's electricity?
Electricity is what you use, Fulgur.
Oh, like the zappy thing that Arcus does?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh.
Pat's Fulgur sits down, is grumpy.
Okay, so you wanted to whatchamacallit, you wanted to brew some coffee, right?
Yes, before the prying eyes and the judgmental stares came out.
Don't worry, I'll do it. Me and Fulgur actually found some coffee beans yesterday. while we were doing our patrol.
Yeah.
Go for it. I guess this means everybody's up. So after coffee, I guess we get to discuss what to do next.
Yeah. Well, Rib is not up, but he needs to sleep anyways.
I kind of figured he looked like he was about ready to pass out.
Yeah, not to mention he can't hear at the moment. I don't. I am guessing. I am guessing the fight with that flymon ended up doing something to his ears. That dude was so loud.
Yeah. Hey, Kotora?
Hmm?
You wanna try the snowberry thing with the coffee?
Oh sure. I could try and make a brew specifically for you. See if it tastes as good.
He hands some snowberries to Kotora.
Okay. So Kotora is going to be brewing two coffee things at the same time. One for everybody else and one for Furger with the snowberries.
Well, a couple important things need to be noted here is that the snowberries and the coffee would be kind of at the start of the process. They would need to be actually roasted before they can be ground and used as coffee beans.
Yeah.
But Fulgur, do the snowberries have a pit?
I don't think any of us know.
We have no idea, so up to you.
Probably not.
Let me phrase it slightly differently then. When you guys eat and use the snowberries, do you generally just pick it off and eat it like a blueberry, or do you have to eat it like a cherry where you pick it, eat it, and then spit out the seed?
Probably like blueberries.
I will say
Okay.
it is berry in the name.
So are coffee berries.
True.
I don't know if they're called...
I've never heard them called coffee berries.
I'm double checking because I'm pretty sure they're coffee fruit specifically. Or otherwise known as a coffee cherry, not berry. So they're called cherries.
And cherries are
That's
fruit.
what I was familiar with.
Either way, the snowberries wouldn't be able to be made into coffee in the same way that that a coffee cherry would be. But you can use the snowberries as an additive to other kinds of coffee to make it to cut through some of the bitterness of the coffee and make it a little bit more of a sweet tart kind of flavor.
Yeah.
Profile.
Yeah, I mean that I thought that was more or less what I was thinking, honestly. Yeah. I'm just still doing like two of them because I'm not gonna use everybody else as guinea pigs. It's exclusively for Fulgur.
Yeah, that's fair. In terms of the coffee cherries, you are able to, if you roast them properly over the course of a night's watch, let's say, you should be able to turn them into enough coffee beans to make coffee for the party for basically the foreseeable future. At least a few weeks. There were a lot of fruit on that particular coffee plant.
Okay. So they're not ready to be brewed yet. Is what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, no, these were raw. Yeah, these were raw coffee cherries.
Fair.
You harvested. They will need to be roasted, and the kind of ideal way you do that with coffee beans is to roast them at a medium-low temperature for a very, very long time, on the order of a couple of days.
Yeah.
You can make a quick roast out of them by doing it basically overnight at a slightly higher temperature, but it makes it more bitter when you do that.
That's fair enough. In that case, I will just use whatever Jace was about to use to make coffee, because I imagine he would have something if he was about to do it. He did it yesterday, after all.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure some of the supplies you guys had probably included coffee, considering who they came from.
Yeah.
He's just got a can of great value ground coffee.
I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt.
Look, we're out camping. I didn't expect people to be making gourmet coffee, so why spend the extra money on gourmet coffee if we're just throwing in a campfire?
With the supplies you guys had on hand, you are able to make an acceptable roast. And if you want to incorporate some of the snowberry juice into Folgers, you still can do that with minimal usage of the actual fruits.
Yeah. Also, I know that I probably don't really need to do a cooking roll for this, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I like doing cooking rolls with Kotora.
Yeah, and this can also serve as the cooking roll for the actual breakfast later if you want.
Sure.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you. Alright, so this is a good point to go ahead and call it for the night. I'm going to switch back to RimWorld. I'm not addicted, you are.
I'm addicted to you.
Ah, man, that was a very mid roll, but still positive.
It is still positive. You sure you don't want to boost that 6? That's a joke. You're able to make a coffee that is, worthy of the word coffee. It's not the best coffee you've ever made. It's campfire coffee, but
I can at least
you
make
wouldn't
it
be embarrassed to give it to the rest of the party.
I can at least make it better than Jace.
Wow, the guns are shots are all over the place today.
Chase just throws up his hands, takes his coffee, turns away, crosses one arm, sips the coffee. Don't trip over my tail. I'm not moving it.
Very, very important question. Kotora,
Yes?
which coffee cups are you using?
Oh yeah. That's actually that's actually that's actually something that I almost forgot about. Hey Asher, did you ended up fixing up the mug?
Yes.
Okay. Could you give it to me?
Why?
I want to test it.
But it's her mug.
I know.
Okay, well, here you go.
Kotora is taking the cup and pouring some of the coffee in it.
I think this calls for... Do we have reflex saves? We have reflex saves.
We have evasion.
We have evasion. Evasion check, if you would, please.
Okay. I guess I'll go body instincts evasion.
Sounds like a plan.
What?
What?
With the...
This is another roll that my only successes were 10s. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but that's weird.
You got
Yeah.
3 10s, but it was still like everything else was just garbage.
To be fair, it is an
Yeah.
8 because you didn't put the +2 at the end.
Why would he have a +2?
Oh wait, no. I thought this was I thought there was another cooking roll. My bad.
No, that's just an innovation roll. It just happens to be the same dice as my cooking roll without the 2.
Asher, do you remember what the success was on the check to make the coffee mug be what it is right now? I know it was basically a year ago at this point, but
I have no idea.
would you mind giving me a deception roll then? See
Sure.
how good the fake is, so that we can determine.
Ideally, it'll last long enough for it to, be brought up to their mouth before it fails.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah, I'll give you that subterfuge.
Subterfuge, yeah.
Dang.
I will at least sold the one.
Okay, so that becomes 3. Yeah. Okay, Kotora. Your finely honed chef's instincts tell you something's not quite right just as you start to bring the mug up after pouring the cup. And you manage to scooch back enough so that when the bottom does fail on this cup and the mug basically turns to mush, it mostly splashes around your feet without getting any on you.
Asher is quickly making himself scarce, back behind the tent and stuff, before he falls over laughing.
Kotora is just blinking as he stares at the coffee mug, and then he looks into it to see that he can stare through it.
You've
And then
never seen a ceramic coffee mug do that.
and he's going to try and like touch the ceramic that gave way.
It feels like ceramic, but it crumbled like paper.
Asher's laughing even louder, peeking around the corner of the tent.
Jace isn't saying anything. He's just drinking his coffee since, cooking skills are so bad. Obviously, he can't determine that's a prank cup.
What in Angemon's name is this? The heck?
Looks like a cup to me.
Why did it get wet like that? And why? How did it crumble like that?
Even louder laughing.
Jace shrugs.
Sure is getting away with a mistake out of spite, it seems. Well, through spite.
Kotora is going to rub his forehead as he just looks confused. Yes, you don't understand this. I don't think this cup should be like this. This is Kika's cup. I don't think Kika would have just like some sort of prank mug for her coffee.
Asher's going to gain his composure, come out, and you broke it!
Jace just glances over at Asher with, okay, I know what you're up to, then slowly goes back to sipping his coffee.
Kotora is going to.
And after I put in all that work to fix it, and now she's not even going to get to have her mug back.
Kotora is looking at Asher through the telescope that is now the mug.
So, before this goes on too much longer, maybe we should talk about what we should do next.
Probably a good idea, especially since we should be getting moving anyways. Before Kotora destroys any other mugs or the flymon comes back with friends.
Well, if he comes back, but I guess we let Riv sleep and then we decide what to do since Riv is sleeping, so...
Well, he can't hear us anyway, so...
Oh.
Kotora kept trying to talk to him anyways, even though I told him that he couldn't hear anything.
I can talk to myself in frustration,
Well, yes, but you were very specifically talking to him.
One way or the other, guys. The question is what do we do? Because we were told to stay here, but now here might be a danger.
Well, Kotora is going to go ahead and while he's pouring the coffee on the other mugs and just putting Kika's cup away on his backpack, and he's just going to say, well, first we should probably make sure that what was the name of the researcher again?
Naoki.
Yeah, first we gotta make sure that Naoki remains by our side. And I was thinking that we should probably look for those Gaomons.
They probably ran off. I think we put him in enough danger.
Probably, but at the same time, this is supposed to be their territory. I was hoping that if we could actually talk to their Gaogamon leader to see if he could give us any advice or show us any other place that we could probably hide until reinforcements arrive. I mean, it's our best bet. I don't think we're going to be find much other friendly faces in this forest.
Oh no, but leaving is an option now.
I mean, I suppose. Oh yeah.
Because our options are try to hold ourselves here for the time left, find somewhere nearby to hide while they'll definitely be looking for us, or leave. Best I can say is I can give guesses at what the Guardian is going to do, but even I might be wrong. The man's crazy. For all I know, he'll send a welcoming party. Though I assume the welcoming party will come armed to the teeth, so...
Well, as far as we know, they're going to take between like 2 days and a week to get here. We could probably try and intercept them in the near the Agumon town, since that's that's like the location that they would be heading out to before actually heading to the forest.
Definitely
Unless they
no.
don't take.
I don't want to go back to that weird place.
But is the town right before the forest? Is one of the is the most likely location where we could actually meet up.
Yeah, but there was also a elite sleeping on the tracks. Remember?
True.
Fortunately,
I
we're
mean,
kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
yeah, I mean we can't just leave without going to try and find some place where we could actually meet up with whatever reinforcement they sent us.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
not without telling them.
yeah. And it's not like we could send a letter directly to the reinforcements. We don't know where they are. They probably already left already left Kenzo.
What about you, Fulgur and Haboku? Any thoughts from the two of you?
May not be safe for us to be here.
What do you think, Asher?
I say we move back to Naoki's original camp and then hole up there. I definitely don't think we should go all the way back to the Agumon town thing because they were weird.
True, and they were also spying on us, so...
That too.
Or somebody was.
Not to mention, I don't even know if I was thinking about the Agumon because it was one of the most recognizable locations, but at the same time, they were having trouble with the Guardian at that moment anyways. Who knows how has that developed? It's been 3 days.
Yeah, true. Alright. Is everybody good with going back to the previous camp? And, I guess, holding fort?
Yeah.
Might be our best bet. Chance?
Right.
What's the word here? You see Haboku tilt his head.
Best bet? Best chances?
Yeah, one of those.
I guess we should get moving then. Yeah. Maybe we can set up some... Oh no, these words are about to come out my mouth. He covers his face. Basic traps around the perimeter.
Asher's eyes light up.
Within reason that we all know the whereabouts of for safety purposes. I'm willing
Asher
to
is already gone.
I'm willing to Ah, crap.
There's just an Asher-shaped cloud of dust.
We're in trouble. I should have kept my mouth shut, and Jace just gets up to go pack up the tent.
Yep. This might be something best mentioned when we were actually there.
Asher is rushing over to the original camp. It wasn't that far
Look,
away.
I'm a little...
Yeah, it was like only a tiny bit away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jace goes, well, everybody keeps calling me senile, so I might as well act like... Starts folding up the tent.
Kotora is just going to pat Jace on his back. You're not senile. I have never called you that myself.
Yes, he is.
That's it. He's grounded. I don't care if he's an adult.
Well, we gotta
The
go
child
now.
locks back in his gamepad.
Well, we gotta go now. So if Rib doesn't wake up, I'll just carry him.
All right.
Okay,
Volker's-
does... Oh, go ahead.
Volker's drinking his coffee. How's the taste?
Tastes like
It's definitely-
snozberries.
It's definitely coffee, but it's not as bitter as it usually would be. In fact, it's almost sweet and a little bit tart. You can definitely tell that the snowberries were in there, in the same way that you can kind of tell that hazelnut coffee has hazelnuts in it.
Volker's gonna go over to Kotora for a bit. Hey, Kotora.
Yeah.
I think you should try the coffee yourself, because to me it tastes good.
Oh. Nah. I didn't think. I didn't do as good of a job on this batch as I did, but I'm glad that it ended up going okay. Okay, let me try it. Kotra is going to take a sip of the coffee, of the snowberry coffee.
You can definitely tell what the snowberries are doing to it. And you probably can make it do more, but more of what it is doing if you alter the ratios a little bit. Maybe put it in a little bit sooner during the
Process.
brewing process.
Yeah. Kotra it takes a sip and just it's just tasting it in his mouth while he gives Folger back the cup. Mm. I see. Hey.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I think I already know there's what I can do to improve this. I'll try. I'll give it a try next time we have a chance.
Volker looks a little excited. And then he looks back towards Haboku and gives maybe a kind of a guilty look.
He's just drinking his coffee just fine. The same folk were looking at him. He'll remember the conversation he had with Jace the previous night. And realize Ash is bolted off, so he might have to hold off on asking him right away. But one of the people who was recommended is there, so. Oh, Volker, do you mind if I ask you something?
Sure.
I guess Kotora might be helpful with this too. Haboku will show them his dog tag tags. So, while we were on watch last night, I showed these to Jason. He identified them as military dog tags, I believe. Something people wear to be identified when they're and when they die. I didn't really think I was part of an army or anything, but I remember working with a lot of other Digimon, so well, I think I do anyway. Memory's still a bit foggy up here.
Maybe you could have been a mercenary of some sort then.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that.
I mean, if you work for a lot of people, but you don't remember being part of an army, that sounds like it sounds like my best possible guess.
Volker's gonna go over to him while still looking a bit like that guilty expression a bit. And examine the tags.
I think a lore roll would be appropriate here.
Oh. That's
Ooh.
better. Better than what I assumed it was gonna be.
I mean, that's pretty appropriate.
Yeah. Well then.
I'm gonna try souling 2 of the ones first.
Nope.
Nice.
That certainly helped.
Yee.
Ends up at a 7.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Where are you getting 6 from?
Oh yeah, it is 7. I forgot to include the first 10. 7, logic, lore.
Okay, I'm going to need a tiny bit of help here from Haboku, because obviously I'm not going to dictate your character lore. But Volker, you definitely recognize those crests. You are able to recall details about the emblems on the dog tags and get a little bit of meaning, which we're going to need to get from Haboku.
I can add here is familiar with the statue at the museum of the Guardian from Beach Refuge. You'd probably identify the tags as the same, the engravings as the same press as that were embedded on the Solugamon's armor.
Volker's just gonna, from the guilty expression, just go to a blank expression and blink for a second. And then look back at Kotora.
Volker.exe has encountered an error and must restart.
Kotora is looking back at Fulgur. Something the matter?
Volker, without pointing, looking back at Haboku.
Goku turns an innocent head tilt.
Those are the same things that were on the Solugamon in the museum.
Kotora is going to ponder. Wait. I remember that Babamon saying something to Haboku when we were examining the status of some of the guardians back in what was the town's name again?
Shashin.
Shashin. I'm not remembering exactly what she told us, but she was giving me the impression that Haboku might be it might be something related to the guardian over there.
Maybe. I mean, I told Jace that my earliest, when he asked about my earliest memory, I, I showed him these because I just remembered when I first came to, after I was pushed out of some water by someone, and these were really important to me.
Kotora is going to wander. I'm wondering then. Maybe you are related to that Solugamon guardian, Haboku?
I guess, maybe. It looks like he's trying to think, but it's like his head. He has like he's struggling to. The pieces are there, but he's struggling to put them together.
Or was he the guardian itself?
Actually, wait. This is another character question, but I think I remember the Babamon or somebody else in Shasha mentioning that. Oh, somebody named their puppy after the guardian, or something along those lines.
I mean, Riv literally mentioned at one point that Haboku had the same name as the Guardian.
Yeah,
And
because he literally met Haboku as a Guardian. It was like, oh, hey, you have the same name.
The Babamon specifically said that that was false. She did, however, also state that the statement that there were no guardians in the party was false.
That Babamon was confusing. But she did her best. Oh, go ahead.
Didn't the Balaman say that that was false when Arcus introduced himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a very confusing lady.
Yep, she was trying.
Are you? I think she was a trying person. Yes.
I mean, she was blind and it kept insisting that she could see.
But yeah, I mean, y'all were there when Riv brought up the whole, oh, hey, you have the same name as the Guardian.
Okay, so back in character. I think I remember someone, actually I think it was Riv, saying that the Haboku, you have the same name as the Guardian. Actually, and quick out of character question: which region is the Solugamon Haboku Guardian supposed to be from?
Peaks.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mountainous, and so the Peaks Refuge.
I did not understand what you said. What you said there, either.
Peaks Refuge.
The mountainous region.
Ah, okay. The Guardian of the Mountain region.
Can you repeat the question again?
Oh, it wasn't a question, but Kotora was just mentioning that if I remember correctly, I believe it was Riv that said that you basically had the same name as the Guardian of the mountain region, as if somebody else had named you after him or something.
Maybe.
None shall see me. Though my battle cry may give me away.
Oh.
We're any influence.
By the way, while we were having this conversation, Kotora was packing up his tent.
Jace is probably done and already walking to meet, or not meet Asher, hopefully avoid whatever Asher is doing.
Jace, as soon as you turn around from packing up the tent, you noticed a fresh loaf of bread sitting on one of the logs around the campfire.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Uh-oh.
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 Jace is gonna stare at their bread and look at everybody else. Then stare at the bread out of temptation because nobody else seems to have noticed it. Then squint at the bread. Then roll myself something really quickly. And then I'm gonna have to
Another
roll a
influence.
subterfuge here.
-1. What?
That was I needed to know whether or not Jace was gonna say something or just try to sneak off with it. 9 subterfuge to just kind of nab it and sneak away with it, so that way he can just eat it.
Oh my god.
Okay, got it. When we need Jace to just win, put bread on the line.
Yes.
He really is a
While
human.
while we figure something out about that particular influence, Asher, when you make it back to the other, camp, there are a few Galmon. You were never really keeping track of how many there were to begin with, but there are 5 now, who are all sitting tail waggy at listening to Naoki talk about basically everything.
Wait, I thought she was still with us.
She shouldn't have been, because she definitely would have been in the line of fire during the fight if she was still.
She was with us for the majority of the day, but her tent was with the Galmon.
Well, yeah, her tent was, but like the whole reason we set up camp here was where we did was because that's where she was, and Asher did the treatment and stuff.
Yeah, because she was trying to get water from the river
to take back to her camp. Yeah,
she probably ditched us.
I think eventually when I think eventually whenever the conversation between Riv, Naoki, and Arcus died, or not Fulgur died down about ruins, she probably went back to her tent.
Yeah.
Probably to get reference materials, not because she was trying to sleep, but then the Galmon probably ambushed her.
Asher's gonna roll his eyes and not approach the camp and just start setting up traps. Everywhere.
Can I get a subterfuge and a perception?
Absolutely.
They're for 2 different things. Just for clarity's sake.
Well, this is the perception. Yeah, I'm good with that. And as for subterfuge, I'm gonna go with cunning on this. Forceful's better, but cunning fits better.
Hold the line.
This hamlet shall not fall.
Hello there, Steel the Warrior. Welcome in. Thank you for that raid. I hope you had a good time. What were you up to? Hey there, Technomancer. You guys have come into the middle of our Data Anomaly Hunters campaign. It's one of our Digimon tabletop RPGs. It's run with our custom SCAR system that we've been developing. We've got lots of games here, artists that come and join. Do hit that follow button. Come join us again, everybody. And thanks for sharing your community with me, Steel. StarCraft 2. Very fun. Very fun. I want more.
We will loop back to that Fulgur afterwards.
But yeah. Gonna go with Cunning on this. Just fits better. Subterfuge. With the rest, I did pick up a trap specialty.
Yeah, that, obviously the trap specialty will definitely apply here.
Oh.
Willpower. Vigor.
Oh, that go.
That was wrong button. Did not mean to hit enter already. Though those 9s would have been nice. But then again, it's only 3 dice, so you know.
Yeah, it would have been still pretty good for you.
Nine.
Wouldn't that be 8? 3 plus 5?
No, it's 4 plus 5. The 3 was, I accidentally hit enter.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what?
Okay. Asher, you notice that the Galmon are not unsupervised. There is, the Galgamon is basically watching from the tree line, and you can see him fairly well. He's not trying to make himself noticed, but he's also not great at hiding that he's there. Or at least he doesn't seem to actively be trying to hide that he is there.
Asher will glare at them. He is tempted to smite them. But he will go back to his traps.
Yeah, okie dokie. And I'm assuming that's what you're going to be doing until the rest of the party arrives. No talking to Naoki or attempting to speak to the Galgamon.
I'm not sure he'd have the time. I don't think you understand how many traps he's putting out. There are going to be traps upon traps upon traps. At least 3 layers deep of traps in a ring around the camp.
With no consideration for the rest of his party members.
None whatsoever. Riv.
Yep.
You awaken to the scent of coffee. The vision of the inside of your tent and coming from outside.
Okay, well, it's still messed up, but at least he has some amount of audio. Anyway, he's going to immediately start working on some ideas that he had before he passed out about how to maybe kind of somehow get around this at least a little bit.
And
Hit me with your best shot.
What were you saying, Kotora?
I was just gonna say that at some point, Rip just sees Kotora begin putting up a tent.
Yeah, but that's later.
Yeah.
So he has a couple of ideas. First of all, he manifests ice for an attack. He has Ice Spear, which he upgraded with this rest a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. And it is a dynamic move now. And he wanted to see just how much fine control he could have with this. Like, can he, for instance, make a bit of ice in the shape of a letter?
Sorry, I had to mute. One of my roommates' cats is being very vocal about the fact that the roommates aren't here right now. I am definitely picking up what you're putting down.
Yep. And again, perfectly fine if it doesn't work. It's Riv. He has so many ideas.
Yeah. Do we have a finesse kind of skill here?
I mean, for this, it would probably fall under craft.
Yeah, craft.
Yeah, let's definitely go with craft, I think.
Alrighty. So after the rest, he would have a craft skill of 2, and then 4, and then the thing that he uses for the move itself is ethereal, so I'm just going to keep this as mind. Because he's manifesting it anyway.
Yeah.
And
the alternative was that I was going to say either emit or presence, possibly, but craft is probably the better skill for it.
Yep, which obviously he isn't going to have a specialty for this, because, well, this is literally just him experimenting and seeing what's even, feasible to continue to work on. So anyway, that's going to be not 111, just 11. Also one of the ones. It's still an interesting enough idea. Yeah, there we go.
Turn that into 4.
Yep.
You're able to get it to kind of get the very, very, very rough shape that you're after, but on the level of, if you're trying to make a capital letter A, you're able to get a triangle-ish. You get the feeling that this is only going to be able to do this in a very, very, very moist environment. And it's going to dry the air out really, really hard to do anything more than a couple of letters.
Riv isn't talking about it, but he is going to hold up one of the unmodified the ones and just think to himself, at least I can still make lowercase L's.
Yeah, you can take that L.
Yeah, he literally did. Alright, so that idea could technically work environmental at best. Maybe if he gets a bunch more fine control later, he can revisit that. Anyway, on to the next idea. Which is also going to be pretty... this is going to be an in-private idea only. But what he's going to do is he is going to take out a piece of paper, and he is going to try using, his data spike in order to only take parts of the letter of the paper in the way that spell letters. of which probably a good idea if I roll like data spike accuracy, because he wouldn't need much power, but
I'm thinking data spike accuracy, but possibly replace emit with craft for this. Because this feels, again, like it's super, super, super fine control kind of thing you're trying to do, which is a lot more
I will point
precise.
out as well that Asher's ability no longer works off of a move.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So instead, it's a skill thing with Soul is what I've been using.
All right, cool.
That is also a viable route, is to only treat it as a move when you're using it in combat as a move.
Yep, all right, fair enough. So with that, I guess it wouldn't have any of the moves traits or anything, but do you still want me to make up the role that comprises the move?
Yeah, we'll go with the
Yeah, because the reason that he's going this direction immediately is because he wants to see if it's easier and more efficient to try and make something in the way or to take stuff away in the shape of. This is literally just him trying out the opposite way as well, right after. So he's not really making anything with it, he's just unmaking something.
Well, that is kind of papercraft in general. Like, it is still crafting when you make a paper chain of dolls.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't have to fold or do any of that.
I would still say it falls under craft, personally.
Okay.
You're trying to undo
in the same
it
way
in a way
that,
that you can redo it. That would still be a craft to me, yeah.
He's not. He doesn't have a way to redo it.
Especially since something like, working with sculpture or working with clay figurines is also going to be taking things away to make the shape, and that is absolutely crafting.
Yep. I will remind people, Riv has no way of giving any of this data back or letting it go from him. So he is not, in fact, doing it in a way that could be unmade. This would literally just be like the equivalent of trying to like printing press, but with like damage.
Well, yes, but you're still attempting to make it so it's legible. If you were just destroying it, then yeah, but I was
just saying that in regards to what Arrow said. He's not trying to make it in a way that can be undone.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Because that was something that Arrow brought up, and I'm like, oh, no, he's not.
But yeah, for the whole data manipulation thing, Asher, at least for Asher, it is just strictly skill-based, as opposed to any moves, so none of your accuracy or anything for your moves would fly.
Riv!
Wow. So Riv is able to figure out how to do it almost immediately. He knows exactly how to essentially use the data spike to shortcut his way past using scissors to cut paper into the proper shapes that he needs now. It is, however, going to be taking a lot of paper if you want to navigate very complex ideas.
Yeah. Which also, this was, again, one where he was only going to use it in, like, extreme private and if he needed to. But at least he knows that it's easier for him to, kind of like disappointedly, as always, it's a lot easier for him to take things than it is to make something new.
It is easier to destroy than to create.
Yep, unfortunately. But at least he knows that now. He has a couple other ideas that he'll pursue, but I'm imagining that trying 2 ideas took up a fair amount of time, especially considering he probably spent a large amount of time trying to find new ways to shape ice to make it work.
Yeah, the closest it came to working was when Riv attempted to use it like a cement printer or a plastic printer, where he was going back and forth, but that just takes too long and doesn't quite manage to get the shape right anyway.
Yeah, it would be faster and easier for all involved if he just took out the data pad and started typing and then showed people individually.
Yeah. It's too bad the datapad doesn't have a speaker. Microphone.
I mean, Asher's Valve Doc does.
Yeah, but that's Asher's
Yeah, but does it have
Valve Doc.
text-to-speech?
Riff can invent text-to-speech.
He could. That's literally one of the things that he's going to attempt to try and do at some point. That was one of his planned things, but he wanted to see what he could do without needing to pull out the data pad in particular, because he's very careful with that, because he had to custom make that shit. If it gets broken, he also has to repair it custom.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier for it would have been a lot easier for him if he could just make something out of ice, or alternatively, now he knows that he can write using his data spike, but also that's like the last thing he actually wants to do. He just needed to check for obvious reasons.
It is also worth noting that writing using the data spike takes way longer than just using a pen.
Well, yeah, but he's literally
experimenting.
He's experimenting. He's seeing his options before he tries even more esoteric bullshit.
And this probably is about the time that Kotora starts coming in to pack up the tent.
Yeah.
All right.
Kotora is gonna wave at Riv since he knows he can't exactly hear him.
Riv will wave back a little bit distractedly because he's still probably working on stuff. He keeps his stuff pretty packed up to go in a moment anyway, because his bag is mostly filled with essentials and then a bunch of books, which Riv also considers essential anyway. So he never really unpacks, actually.
Fair enough. But yeah, Kotora is going to begin disassembling the tent. Since we're leaving. Oh yeah, I guess Kotora will write that on the ground, leaving.
All right, Riv will just nod. He's still kind of just thinking and working on things. Kotora's probably very used to Riv just distracted doing stuff anyway.
Yep.
Riv is making some very interesting confetti, though.
Yep, he just needed to make sure he's gonna be trying some esoteric bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just that, I really only had enough time to try things for, enough time for the coffee to be made, breakfast to be made, and the discussion to happen, which, in the grand scheme of things, is almost no time for proper experimentation.
Yeah. Well, we're going to...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if there is no interruptions, Kotora will eventually pack up the tent, pack up his stuff, and just wave at Riv to signal him that we're going to be leaving now.
All right. He will go ahead and kind of follow behind, but it's also obviously the very distracted, following behind. If you stop all of a sudden, he'll probably accidentally run into you.
Kotora will periodically look behind him to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay. I believe Fulgur and Haboku wanted to do a thing, and I need to use the restroom, so I'm going to let them.
Begin.
Folger's kind of just has the and it's just like Haboku.
He looks a bit lost in thought out of everything he's been trying to process, but he'll turn to Volker. Yeah. Is something the matter?
Um. And then he just goes, "I'm sorry for shooting the thing at the branch and making the thing fly land on you and hurt you." And he just goes rigid.
I'm not mad at you for that. You're just trying to fun. You probably fell on me. He more upset at it for attacking us than anything else, really.
He's still a little rigid.
Haboku will, awkwardly attempt to poke Volker again.
I'm
not mad, Ed, or anything.
Just wanted to say sorry.
It's fine. I know I tend to scare you a lot, even though I don't mean to.
He puts his claw behind his head, just rubbing the back of his quills. Guess we should pack up.
Jace, make an evasion roll.
Okay.
Sure. Back up. I mean, appreciate Ace. I don't really carry much outside of my cloak, and I think Jace has already cleaned up most of his and Asher's, and I can help you with yours.
That would be nice.
Jace, you take a chip damage as a wooden box falls and breaks on your head. It's a very flimsy wooden box.
I'm not going to ask where Asher got that.
Asher's not even there.
I started walking back towards where you went, so I'm assuming I walked through traps.
Well, there are things in the remains of the box. The first thing is a note in handwriting that is definitely not Asher's handwriting. It just says "Happy Birthday." And there is a can of pre-ground coffee right beside it.
Jace pauses, looks down, looks up at the sky, looks down, picks it up. How does anybody remember my birthday? I don't even remember it. Okay, I need to stop messing with hex codes because this is getting weird. I'm assuming I don't recognize the handwriting.
That's a good question.
it's not signed, so I'm just gonna pick it up and keep on walking for the time being. Like, okay.
Rajan, can he recognize the handwriting?
Sounded pretty clear.
We will decide that later. Everyone else, everyone except Asher, Else, and Riv. You hear a box break over Jace's head, followed by a sigh from Jace.
Jace, are you okay?
Yeah. Weird box fell from the sky. There's a note that says happy birthday, and there's a can of coffee.
Kotora is going to blink. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kotora is going to just ponder for a moment. Hey, I know that you. I know that you. I know that you and the Guardian hate each other and all, but do you like have any friends amongst the enforcers or something? That's the only thing I can think of.
Wouldn't call them friends anymore. I'm pretty sure they hated my guts the dipped out. Anyways, I don't even remember my birthday. I don't know how anybody else would know it.
That's bizarre and concerning.
A little bit.
Happy birthday.
If it's actually my birthday. If it is my birthday. Look, I have no clue how old I actually am. I stopped counting at like 22.
Kotora is going to take. Actually, what days? What days today?
I don't know. I just know it's a Thursday. That's the best you get out of me.
Okay, let's put a can on this later.
Puts the can of coffee on his head and starts walking. You gave the dad joke opportunity. Dad joke must happen.
Kotora knew what he was doing. But I was gonna say, if we can figure out what day is today, then we can just officially say that that today is your birthday, and we can go from there.
Don't know what it matters. Another year older. Still not a Growlmon. Shakes his fist at the sky. Drops the can of coffee, picks it back up, puts it back in his head, and goes back to walking.
All right, so Lightpaw, what is the date?
The date is... Hey, I need a perception roll from whoever's getting close to the camp.
The date is Jace is rolling something again. Got it.
Riv's just gonna attach his rolls to Kotora, as in whatever Kotora rolls, Riv is just gonna piggyback that, because Kotora was trying to look after Riv, and Riv is not paying attention.
Yeah,
I really should have upped my perception or something before going near those.
I guess Fulgur is assisting Haboku.
Tip $10.
Frosty Bite, thank you so much for that tip. Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
2 perception from Fulgur.
Got a 10 for the book.
None shall see me.
Oh
My
no.
battle cry may give me away.
Oh no.
I
Oh.
will attempt to solve the ones.
Wow, Raijin. Wow. Yes, I'll accept this.
You roll d8s.
Oops, that's a bad.
Am I in danger? Why do I get the sudden sense I might be in danger again?
Oh, hey, now it's
Okay,
a
that's
4.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What are we
it's a
rolling?
4.
Yeah.
What are we rolling again?
Perception.
Perception.
Perception. Yeah. Thankfully, Kotora's perception is actually decent.
You were saying?
Oh no.
The dice are decent. Okay.
He's trying to watch over Riv.
Actually, yes. I'll just do that. He's trying to watch over even not paying attention to himself.
Rib's physical awareness, especially when he's not actually paying attention, like let's say he had to use instinct, his body instinct perception roll would be a 2.
Kotora is usually much better than that, but at the moment his attention is split.
You know what? Sure, I'll.
No, hang on.
You know what?
Uh,
Here. Give him
Riv,
difficulty 9.
Riv, are you floating or walking?
His primary move speed is walk, so he only uses flying as a secondary.
Is there a particular trigger for him to activate his fly as his secondary?
No, I mean he has it naturally. It's just also it's slower than his walking speed.
By that, what I mean is, does he need to consciously think about it to turn it on, so to speak?
I mean, he probably not. It's like a natural part of his form, so like probably not. Actually, no. He would because Vorvamon are bad at flying. It tires them out really fast. Like that's a canonical thing about them. So he'd probably have to actually try because he's a Vorvamon.
Okay, you all fall into a pit trap.
Oh no.
Jace,
Remember,
when you fall into the pit trap, you drop the note, and the back of the note peels off,
Oh no.
and on the back of the note is a very, very, let's say, flattering picture of Jace as a very, very flattering picture of Jace as a Growlmon with a lot of piercings in a lot of places. We cannot show you the fan art, folks.
Yeah, Jason's covering that up very quickly. Also, what?
Snags.
So,
Snags out of the
So
air.
can
Jace.
Asher happen to be near the pit when that happens?
Give me a give me a straight D%.
also, what about the very quilled up Harrismon that dropped in the hole too?
You're what's called a pit hazard.
Yeah.
Jace is absolutely not blushing very loudly.
Loudly enough that Asher, when you could definitely feel that something embarrassing has just happened to Jace as the pitfall trap goes off audibly for you.
Asher will scamper over there, avoiding all the traps because he knows where they all are, and look over the edge of it.
Jace shoving the note in his backpack.
What you got there, Jace?
Nothing. Weird note.
Huh. Something feels off.
I got a can of coffee. Holds up a can of coffee. Starts to try to climb out of this place real quickly.
Riv just goes ahead and, like, confusedly flies out.
It's Asher.
For the-
Those
everyone's-
sides are definitely not climbable.
No, but like Riv has no clue what the fuck's actually going on here. But he sees Asher at the top, and all of like everyone else fell in. So at
Riv,
least he
don't
figures that
fly
we're
there!
not under attack.
Don't fly there, Riv!
I can't hear you. Lol.
I mean, he's literally only flying out and then standing on the edge, like by the edge.
Well, yes. We got attacked by a flymon.
So you're saying that at like head height, not up in the air, above a pit trap that already triggered, there's another trap.
Yes, it's Asher.
Please explain to me right now how there is another trap right there.
Oh no, it's fine. If that's all you're doing, you wouldn't trigger it. But it is, you know, head height for like the flymon.
It was fucking massive.
They are.
I was saying for Riv, he was literally only got like flying up to, to the edge to get out of the hole.
Well, no, not for Riv then.
Yeah, no, he was literally only leaving the hole. That was it.
Asher is going to sigh and lower down the special rope he has.
With this special rope, Jace, you are able to get out, as is anyone else. For everyone's safety, Fulgur, you landed on your back first.
Jace is going to make a quick walk towards the camp now.
Subterfuge to try and pickpocket Jace. I will stick with the 1.
Yeah, take the boost die.
Oh no,
well,
it's not
a negative 1.
Yeah, it's not negative, but
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but
Jace still needs to make an evasion, and good botch.
Oh, I thought it was a perception.
I mean, I guess perception could work too. Either it's up to Lightpaw.
I mean, either way, Jace. Yeah.
I mean, if you go with perception, you will notice the attempt. If you go with evasion, the attempt will fail. So, since that was a perception, you notice Asher attempting to pickpocket you.
It would be funny if he did see it, though, because that is adult art of his father. So, not my fault.
Anyway,
here's my evasion. I think I'm fine. Just swoops the backpack around. Nope. And then keeps on walking a little bit faster. You know, with that weird march that people do when they're really embarrassed for trying to hide it?
Okay, Jace, I need you to very slowly step backwards about 3 steps.
1,
You know,
2,
Asher.
3. Go ahead.
You know, Asher. This wouldn't be an issue if you actually waited for us to be at our location before you made all your traps.
So? Okay, now step to the left 2 steps.
1, 2.
Okay, now you can proceed to the camp.
Starts walking again.
Haboku is helping ank Fulgur back up as best he can.
I imagine Fulgur's quills embedded into the dirt.
Yeah.
At the bottom from the impact.
Yeah, Kotora is gonna help pull you out as well before climbing back up.
Ew.
Okay, so so guide us so we don't activate your traps because we actually want them to be there for the enemies.
Speaking of, do you reset the trap once everyone's out of it?
Well, yes, of course. And adds another.
I'm pretty
So
sure. Pretty sure Folger left a couple quills down there. It's already been upgraded to a spike trap.
excellent.
Oh no, does Folger have a bald spot?
You're a porcupine. You lose quills all the time.
So, anyways, Asher's going to guide everybody. Though, of course, everybody is going to be needing to take a different route based on height, weight, etc.
Riv is distractedly walking forwards.
Yes.
He's going to get in front of Riv. Kotora, you should probably carry him.
Okay. Kotora is going to pick up Riv.
Riv just looks confused.
So, with that note, you're going to need to go approximately 100 feet that way, and then do a zigzag to the left 5 feet, right 5 feet, left 10 feet, right 3 feet, and then you should be able to go in.
Got it.
Please repeat.
Kotora repeats.
Ah, the lovely D&D cheat.
Okay. So yeah, after
guys are
getting
able to-
everybody out of the hole and down into the camp and everything safely, Asher's adding more traps.
All right, you guys are able to get back to the camp, and you see Naoki and the Galmon, who are now actually kind of interested in kind of following Asher with their eyes to just kind of watch what he's doing. Because it's just fascinating. They've never seen anyone set up that many traps. But Naoki raises a hand and says, "Oh, hi guys. Did you sleep
Hey.
well?"
No.
"Oh no. Was the ground too wet?"
No. I mean, I guess we did kind of sleep most of the night, but unfortunately, a bit towards the morning, we were attacked.
"Oh no.
Did none of you not notice that?
The Galgamon kind of snorts. The very grumpy, "Yeah, of course they didn't," kind of snort. But Naoki is shaking her head. "No, I was having the first real sleep I'd had in weeks."
I suppose that's understandable for you, but yeah, quite a few things happened in the middle of the night. We were attacked by a flymon that I'm pretty sure was a scout from the forest guardian.
"Oh, that's really not good. I hoped that they wouldn't come this far."
Same. On, we do have some good news though.
By the way, the minute you said the Forest Guardian, every single Galmon jumped up to attention and started getting into fighting poses at the edge of the camp.
Jason's just going to pause, give them all a look, and shake his head.
What you were saying, Kotor?
I was just gonna say that we do have some good news though. We managed to get into contact with HQ to basically tell them of our predicament and our location, and they're sending reinforcements towards us.
Oh, really? How did you do that?
Kotora is going to beckon to Jace. It's better that you explain it.
Oh, magic.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait, really?
Yeah, some weird one-time spell I bought ages ago. It seems it worked. I thought it was hooey.
Oh, that's too bad.
I mean, out of character, not gonna lie, what Jace is doing might as well be magic to the Digimon.
I just didn't know that you could buy magic like that. Usually Sorcerymon and Wizardmon are just really, really careful about that kind of thing.
Yeah, unless the Wizardmon just happens to be the GM for your child's Digifinder group and at your house all the time and broke your lamp the other week.
Meanwhile, there's just
Cloakers.
evil
That's
cackling out in the woods around the camp. Asher's cackling at his own traps that he's setting up.
Meanwhile, Folger is just tilting his head at what Jace is saying.
Kotora just give Jace a reluctant thumbs up.
Jesus is gonna set the backpack down, pull out his guitar, sit back, and he's not gonna answer any more questions.
Yeah,
Plead the fifth.
but yeah, with our attack and all, and unfortunately, that flymon ended up leaving. We're a bit compromised, but at the same time, we can't just leave because we would need to try and find a way to meet up with whatever reinforcements arrives. So we were thinking to just try and bunker down here to wait until the reinforcements arrive, because they know our location.
Well, if they know your location, they're gonna know mine too. It's not like the camp's, that hidden. We've got the DH logo on everything here.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna ask about why you thought that was a good idea, but
It was the whole thing. They were trying to brand everything. It's kind of silly, I think. Like, even my pillow has it embroidered on it.
Jace is going to stand up, pull out a piece of paper, and stick it over the logo.
The
Then
one on
turn
the
back to her.
tent doesn't quite cover very much of the logo. Like, this is across the entire side
So
of
it's
the
like
tent.
emblazoned.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm doing this to make the point that you could have covered it up.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could have.
But that's
Have you-
besides the point. The problem is that going back is going to be difficult, and we have reinforcements coming this way, and there's no guarantee we'll run into them. So our best chance is to batten down and hope that we don't get into too much trouble.
Well, there are the ruins.
What?
I mean,
Notably, there's no response from Riv because he can't hear.
the problem with going to the ruins is that if we get in, how do the other people?
You got cut out when you said people.
No, I paused there. His
Okay.
brain shut off midway through that sentence.
Oh,
Problem is that if we try to go there and we do manage to get in, they won't know where we are. Unless I do manage to do the magic-y thing again, and I'm not exactly a Wizmon. Oh no, you're right, Raijin.
I don't know if does Jace have other paper?
He has a notebook.
Oh, okay.
There's a chance that he did that.
Yeah. Maybe an awareness check? Instinct?
Neither of those are things, but insight would probably be a good roll.
Instinct is. I mean, instinct is
Instinct's
not
an
a
expertise.
check,
6 is expertise, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, there's 6 dice.
Wait, what are you inciting?
There was only one loose piece of paper in my bag.
Oh.
So can I mind that?
Do we? I don't know if you can do that for.
I can't. I literally just said it just for the joke.
But Lightpaw can always allow it. Just saying.
He could.
I think allowing a PvP mind is a little bit.
When it's not even related to anything Rib's even doing.
Yeah, especially
when it's
since
literally
not
just
related to
for a
anything Rib's
gag.
doing.
Yeah, it was literally just a gag question.
Literally
anyway.
just for the gag.
I got the laughs from the table about it. It's good.
Yeah.
So unless the unless the audience wants to do that, oh hey, look at Marten.
That didn't take long.
What happened?
Such a
Oh,
pretty Marten.
Lightpaw's begging the chat to make me to try and get that to be a botch. But Marten video is over, so I think I'm safe.
Yep.
Yeah, Marten video's over. So yeah, you did manage to find the single blank piece of paper. Or rather, no, you used the note, but you used the correct side of the note.
There's going to be a few moments where it's up in the tent, and then I'm going to jump back in the pack and put it in the bottom.
Oh.
So is
No.
Jace like taller than the rest of the party?
Yes, Jace is 5 feet.
Oh no.
Like that counts.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, Sim was the one that used that, and I don't think that's allowed.
No, it's not, but I did it for the lulz.
I had a feeling.
You did it for the content.
Yes. But no, that piece of paper is definitely going to the bottom of the backpack until I'm alone and can actually look at it, because I don't need the prying eyes of the children.tm. I'm going to have to sleep on my backpack. But back to the point here. Yeah, if we go into there and they can't locate us, that could be bad. We don't have too many good options, fortunately.
The only other option I was thinking about was heading back to a certain town that is kind of filled with Agumon right before the forest region even begins. It was on the Traymon's route, but at the moment I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what the status of that town is at this point. They were kind of having trouble with some forest guard enforcements at the moment when we saw them, and that was like 3 days ago.
Yeah, and something was
the
blocking us.
forest. The forest might have caught up to there because it was spreading.
That too.
Town is also full of spies anyway.
Who is the one that's saying that?
The Galgomon.
Ah.
Who is stepping into the clearing proper now.
Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me.
Finally!
Ah,
As Asher is rushing over to where the Galgamon was to put traps in there.
Well, we could always encrypt a data pad or a digipad and leave it behind for the DAH. It's not like any of the Guardians forces are going to be able to get inside. Most of them don't even know how to work a digipad, much less know our usernames and passwords.
And then they send Nova.
Who just will headbutt it into submission and it'll just work.
That's some maintenance, you know?
Will this universe be a flymon or something? Or Salamon, forgive me.
Yeah, but our orders were... Go ahead.
Just yawn and do that stretchy thing that dogs do where their paws tremble and it'll put in the correct password.
Nova as a Salamon would be cute, no. Not gonna lie. I was gonna say, that's actually not a bad idea if we end up looking into the ruins.
Yeah.
I guess my only concern is you said that was difficult to get, or you weren't able to get in so far, so find a way. Can't promise that they will too.
Well, yeah, but they don't.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that is kind of a problem. We cleared away some of the entrance, so it's not well known yet anyway. The Galmon didn't even know about it, but you know, the entrance proper is kind of caved in. We can only really get into the antechamber.
On top of that, our orders were to hold position until reinforcements came, so...
But those reinforcements aren't going to be here for at least a few days, anyways.
Yeah.
And you know what Kino always says? Our lives are more important than our missions.
Well, if that's the case, we should probably just be leaving.
But
What was that, fucker?
He said butt.
Ah.
But ruins.
Now, why would you want butt ruins? That sounds uncomfortable.
Wow.
My birthday was yesterday. We don't need to talk about ruining people's butts. Anyway. Naoki definitely looks like she's agreeing with the sentiment of, but the ruins. And she looks at Riv, and Riv, she says, which everyone else
blinks.
Everyone else hears is, what do you think, Riv?
Kotora is going to point out, Riv can't hear you, Naoki. Here's the meeting with the flymon ended up doing something to his hearing.
Oh no, they're always so loud. I hate flymon.
Yeah.
That's not like a racist thing. It's just that, you know, they make all that noise and it's really hard to study when one is, you know, outside your window at night. Every night.
We call that
Jeremy.
stalking.
Jeremy.
Naoki gets that far off, slightly angry look of remembering someone really unpleasant.
Call that stalking.
Think about it this way, though. If we can get into the ruins and nobody else has ever done that, they won't even think to look for you in there.
You know, that's actually a bit of a good point.
But we'll be in ruins that we don't know anything about. That's going to be in the inside, right?
You see Naoki nodding as if that's the whole entire point.
Do you want to finish that thought there, Fulgur? Because Jace is ready.
He said that's the fun part.
Jace,
These two are sharing the brain cell right now.
Jace
To be
just
fair-
grins and goes, "The butt's the fun part." Huh.
Fulgur looks confused.
Just punishment feat or
It's not a pun. It's a dad joke, and dad jokes are funny.
The punishment feat does say or bad jokes.
But these are good jokes. They're dad jokes. Therefore, they're funny.
It is up to the person who has the feat.
Does somebody have to feed?
No.
I will be
Naoki
picking
always
it up.
Naoki always could.
Or the Galgamon, or the Galmon, or the Flymon.
none of these Galmon would be alive if the
fun
Galgamon if the Galgamon had that feat. None of these Galmon would be alive. So anyway,
Asher,
lost the train.
Asher, come over here. We need your input in a discussion.
Just one moment. Okay. Third thing, what's up?
Naoki here is suggesting that instead of hiding out in the open, since motion's at the tent with the giant on it, we go to the ruins and hide there. Leaving an encrypted message behind for the others when they show up.
Naoki looks very, very hopeful that you will agree with her.
Kotora is convinced personally.
Oh, great.
I
Fulgur's sharing with Riv.
Yeah, Fulgur's writing in the dirt to Rev about what's going on.
I'm going to say no. Not at least not until Riv's hearing clears up.
That is a good point. What say you, Haboku?
Haboku's head tilting, thing. More or less as a showing he's confused. Or more uncertain about what seems to be a smarter choice.
So we got an undecided. I don't know, Kotora. What are your thoughts? Do you think we should at least wait until that one can hear again?
Yes. Yes, definitely. I do not want him wandering off in the ruins, and then he wouldn't be able to hear us. Because you know he will do that.
Riv has already written something in all caps on his datapad and is showing it to Fulgur, where it just says "ruins?" question mark exclamation point question mark exclamation point, just going off of the thing. It's also in all caps.
Volker's nodding.
Riv is now moving to escape Kotora's grasp.
All right,
If we're
Ash.
noticing this will say, actually, baby, wait.
Asher, do you know how long his hearing's gonna be out? Oh no, Fulgur told the Riv.
Riv is just going up to Fulgur, and he just like backs out the question marks, and now it's just ruins with exclamation marks.
And an interrobang somehow.
Riv would totally use an interrobang.
That moment
Yeah.
when you're around people that actually know names for punctuation time of your life.
You're cutting out.
Just so you cut it out. You cut it out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be. I said that moment when you're surrounded by people that actually know the names of punctuation time and
Oh,
Literally, when you got to the end of that is when you started breaking out.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a cable. I'll look at it later.
Yeah.
I seem to be breaking out a lot tonight. Then again, we've had several storms on the internet.
And it's generally near the end of when you're talking.
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
weird.
Discord censoring Jace, got it.
Oh no.
Well, maybe
It's
you should
spreading.
use English.
In a smaller point font under the excited ruins thing, it just has parentheses, and it just says in lowercase, just with a question mark, where.
We are not
Okay.
leaving this camp until his hearing is cleared up.
To be fair, right now he's only
Fulgur-
showing this to Fulgur.
Volker just writes in the dirt he doesn't know, but it also sounds like that parts of the ruins are inaccessible at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please don't get really excited. Not right now, at least.
Coder, your brother's vibrating, I think.
I
Riv
know.
is now showing the digipad message thing to Naoki.
Naoki just not even thinking about it, pulls out a map and points to a specific spot by a specific tree.
You were supposed to be smart.
Someone pressed the ruins button.
All right.
Okay.
Riv is pulling Fulgur over and is showing him the map too.
Okay.
We've lost them.
Okay, Kotora is going to approach the ruins again and just he's going to try and get Rift's attention by just covering his eyes.
Riv is just gonna look like upwards and back, like upside down towards Kotora. He's just like leaning back to look up at him.
Kotora, once Kotora has Rift's attention, he's going to ride on the ground. He's going to write on the ground, Rift better equals ruins. Basically.
Riv is going to reach out with a claw, rub out everything, including the equal sign to the left of it, and just put an exclamation mark at the end of ruins.
Kotora is just sighs. Eh, Falker, what have you done? I know you're excited, but but my brother right now can't even hear us. I am all for going to the ruins, but I don't want him to get hurt.
Hey.
If Riv could hear, he would totally say, I don't need to hear to be in a ruin.
And that's why we're not going.
I'm just going to have to put Rip on a vice grip now, aren't I?
I would suggest a leash and collar. It worked in Asher until he figured out how to escape it. He was really little back then.
That's not going to work.
Duct tape.
No, literally, it's not going to work. Kotora knows that Rip can just remove his bindings. He knows his brother is a data manipulator. The only way to stop him is just to give him a bear hug at the moment, and even that is not foolproof.
But what if we duct tape you two together?
I mean, I guess.
Riv is showing Folger the map again excitedly.
I guess Folker's just gonna look at it and see how far does it seem like it is.
It's not actually that far. It seems like Naoki may have moved her camp to be closer to this spot from somewhere else, possibly, because it's close enough that it's like 10, 15 minutes walk through the jungle forest.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he'll keep a mental note of that for now. So, is Asher around?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like right there.
He is currently glaring at you.
So, how long till his hearing is better?
From my role before, do I have any idea how long it'll be?
Funny story. I'm actually during this scene, I've been looking to try to figure out how injuries are removed.
It's basically when you decide and you think that there's been enough progress towards actually fixing it. Generally, it's also healed as a part of some other like rest. Usually,
Yeah,
it does
I'm
require
trying to
proper medical attention, though.
Yeah. If you can get Riv proper medical attention, which you think you can probably cover on your own, this is the kind of injury that will usually heal itself within a couple of weeks. If you use more than just strictly medicinal effects, you could probably clear it faster, but you're not entirely sure. If you can do the equivalent of a surgery to repair it, he could be recovered in as little as a day, maybe 2. But that would require very, very precise work, equivalent to literal surgery.
I mean, he'll absolutely use his healing abilities and such to speed it along, but... And the medicine roll was for treating it. Properly taking care of it.
Yeah, basically that kind of injury has two methods of treatment. The interventive method is to literally go in and suture the eardrum closed again.
Okay.
The
So
natural method is to just cover it and let it heal over a couple of weeks.
Let me put it this way. Would it be fun for the campaign for us to be waiting multiple weeks of Riv being unable to hear?
No, not at all.
So,
which is also
guess
why,
what?
like,
We're
I'm fine with
magical
Riv.
creatures. We could just speed things up because we're magical creatures.
Also, I'm perfectly fine with Riv being made deaf for a while. He's just going to continue on like nothing happened and like find ways around it anyway.
Oh, Asher will be very thorough.
Though it would be funny to have the second situation of basement style surgery happen. As long as nothing comes out of your ear, Riv, and tries to kill us. Is there something in your ear that's going to try and kill us, Riv?
That depends. Are you going to be licking things out of Riv's ear holes?
Okay,
Riv,
so
is there
I've got a
something in your ear
couple.
hole we have to work out?
I've got a couple of options. So I could perform surgery. There is a risk to Riv with me doing that, but it is an option. Make it go faster. It should clear up itself in a little bit of time, several days, maybe a week or two. I mean, I guess it's really up to him, so I guess I should be... And he's just going to pull out his Valve dock and start typing away on it.
No, Kotora is going to get in between Asher and Riv. No. I refuse.
Do you have power of attorney over him?
I am his brother.
That does not immediately mean that you have power of attorney, because he is still capable of making his own choices.
I do not. I don't bloody care about that. You know the answer that he's going to give, and I am not and I am not going to let him risk himself in that way.
I mean, this would only be the 173rd time that he's died in the pursuit of ruin stuff.
Kotora looks angry.
Accurate number, by the way.
Yes, accurate number.
Canonical, actual, correct amount.
Yeah. Asher, what are the options, just that way we know? I'm curious.
Well, like I said, I can do surgery. Obviously, there's always a risk with any form of surgery. But he can just naturally heal it on his own. That will take time. And... well, those are really the only two options, but obviously, no matter what, I will be using my abilities to improve his odds.
If it's any consolation, Kotora, and he's actually performed surgery on me more than once, I'm ashamed to say.
Kotora is going to nod.
But either way, Asher's going to be moving around Kotora to present the doc to Riv.
Kotora moves with Asher.
Alright, I'm gonna let this one play out. Goes back to playing guitar.
Volker's just sitting there.
Haboku is just doing a little patrol around the area. Make sure it's still, nothing's too far out of place. While trying his best to avoid Asher's traps.
It is his choice.
And this is my choice. I am choosing to intervene in this because I know that he's going to make the wrong choice.
So you're being selfish.
Yes.
Great.
I very much.
Then I suppose I shall have to remove you by force.
Kotora raises an eyebrow. Oh, really now?
You are intervening between me and tending to my patient.
Listen, I am just saying that I'm not going to let you do that. Do the option that is going to be a risk to him. I am fine with the other one, but I know for a fact that he's going to choose the first one, and I'm not going to allow it.
You don't have a say in this.
Yes, I do.
Alright, Asher's rolling for attack.
Kotora is going to praise.
Let's see here. Does that meet or exceed your special evasion? 5.
It eats.
Or ethereal.
It eats.
Alright. And what is your relation for light damage?
A moment. He's neutral.
Five ethereal. Or 5 light damage. Ethereal light damage. You do also have a dot for 2.
Since Kotora was raising, that will put his special integrity up to 4, so just 1 damage.
Yeah, but now you have a dot on you.
Riv,
That's nuts. Yep.
you're not sure why, but Asher and Kotora were arguing, and then Kotora got hit by a judgment beam.
What do you even know? His back was turned to them.
Fair point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the rest of the party's just decided not to get involved in this.
Well, because Riv was continuing to try and get information about the ruins out of Naoki and Folger at the time.
would you notice the flash of light?
Well, let's see.
Yeah. Also, like Asher was basically trying to show you something, and Kotora was basically getting in the way.
Well, yeah, but not like Riv knew that.
Ah. Fair enough.
Well, he got a success, so I'll say probably he'll notice a flash of light.
Is it enough to catch his attention?
Well, considering that a flash of light in the middle of the day is kinda that means whatever it is pretty fucking bright, yeah.
And Fulgur is like right there too, so
Yeah, I guess.
probably hear it and turn around.
Yeah, which I guess you guys will like see the aftermath of Kotora bracing a judgment beam.
So Kotora is currently being bathed in holy fire. And back to Asher and Kotora.
Well, it would be Kotora's turn.
How does the dots work, by the way?
At the start of your turn, you take... I roll...
He rolls dice to see if you take damage.
1 damage. Bypasses integrity.
Oh.
Kotora grits his teeth, but he's just going to stand his ground. He's just going to brace again. Although he's also heating up.
Alrighty.
Alright. Going to swing back to Asher.
Another judgment. That is higher, so... Another point of chip damage, and now you are at 4 dots. He is also going to be using defrag refrag. What is your relation with Astral?
He's weak to Astral.
Alrighty. Well, that would definitely do that. And then it. Do remember that you do have hit stun, so your integrity would be reduced from the first attack. And back to you. Huh?
Yeah, that puts Kotora at 0 actually.
Fulgur.
Yeah.
There is infighting. What do you do?
He's just looking at it and then sort of remembering things about this is his fault. Because he brought up the rune stuff. And he's starting to sway a little bit. And he sort of remembers this feeling, and he's gonna tap on the bracelet.
When it's Jace's turn.
I was about to say Riv also has something that he'd be doing. I just didn't want to interrupt the things actually going on.
We'll just
Let's
go
say
ahead and
after
turn
the
over.
first I would
Yeah,
say after the first judgment attack, Haboku probably would have assumed the party was being attacked while he was patrolling and started running back towards them.
Okay. Basically, I was treating the first two attacks as a surprise round, and this is establishing.
We haven't exactly rolled initiative, so we should probably do that then.
Yeah.
Should I roll to see if Haboku in his rush back gets about Ash's traps?
Give me a flat evasion.
Like just the
Not flat. Like just evasion with no like specialties or anything, unless you've got one that somehow dodges traps.
oops, sorry. That's few dice. That is a 3.
Me, Haboku, and Kotora need to have a roll off for our initiative.
You kind of all got 12s.
Yep.
Well, and now me and Haboku need to roll again.
Roll, baby, roll.
Oh,
Roll, baby, roll.
Roll, baby, roll.
Hey, got more.
okay.
Okay.
Kotora's at 14. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't lose initiative; it just bumps up by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a weird case because it's like the first three-way.
Oh well.
Gosh.
You got there before me. I was gonna say giggity, but
I realize that.
I mean, we could make it worse than the three-way. Slowly looks over at Lightpaw.
Riv.
Smiles.
Yep. Riv looks wildly confused and alarmed. And upon seeing that, first of all, like active attack. Second of all, his brother is currently like kind of like wreathed in not his fire.
Yeah.
He's just going to like run over to where like Kotora is, because Mir can heal, and he's gonna like try and get Mir to do a little bit of healing for Kotora. So, difficulty 7. 4 HP.
Is that true healing or restorative or preventive?
Restorative. This is Mir doing it, and you do not in fact get a soul save increase. Unfortunate.
Ah.
Okay.
Also,
Yes.
what happens again when you're at 0?
One action, I think.
At this point,
basically a lot of things happen.
Yeah, you are considered incapacitated. You do suffer an injury.
Oh, you dealt lethal damage?
Yes.
Oh.
I did not specify non-lethal.
Alright. Well, on Jace's turn, he's going to walk up and pick up Fulgur. And look over to Asher and be like, alright, Asher, that's enough. You made your... Please.
You made a what?
You made your point. Stop, please.
Yeah.
Great. Can I attend to my patient, please?
Kotora is going to shake his head.
Kotora.
Kotora is going to look angrily at Jace. What?
Your brother's an adult. And I hate to agree with Asher on this one, even though, you know, attacking is probably a little bit much, but you're all adults. You're all going to do what you're going to do. But letting Riv know at least what his options are probably a good idea. And we are kind of stuck out here for weeks, just to also put that on the table. But do with that what you will. I'm not going to intervene in this at all. At least clue Riven what's going on. One of you two.
Kotora is going to, like, look down on the ground and just punch it. You know that you know that I know that you know that which option he's going to choose if he's given the choice, you know.
No, I don't, because I've been surprised before, and I don't ever judge these kind of things like that. Also, Asher, don't be hitting so hard, non-lethal, when you're with allies. Jeez, I thought I taught you that. Kotora, I understand that. But much like this is my body and I made the choice about this, points at his arm, technically Riv gets a choice here too. He is an adult. And he at least should get to know the options, and if you and him want to discuss that separately after the choice has been presented to him, you definitely can try to sway him away from it if you feel that's appropriate. But this, he motions between the two of you. Ew, on both sides.
Kotora is going to huff and just look and just look a bit resigned. I know which option he's going to choose. When it comes to ruins. Why do you think I'm so adamant about this?
Are you gonna just follow him around forever and protect him?
If I don't, who else will?
You do realize you're not going to be able to do that, right?
Why not?
Ah, man. Y'all are very young. Because, one, you're going to have your own life to live at some point in time, and Riv's going to do what Riv's going to do. I mean, you guys did get separated for how long? And just rediscovered each other how many months ago?
Kotora is going to look down. 3.
Alright. So. Riv's an adult. And gets to make choices. Even if you disagree with them sometimes. And obviously, Riv's going to go off and do his own thing, whether you like it or not. And there are going to be occasions where you can't be there. So either he's going to have to learn how to deal with these things and make accurate choices on his own, or there's nothing you can do about it. The best you can do is try to guide him towards answers that will actually work and give him the proper information so he can make these accurate choices in the future. Obviously, I'm not exactly the best parent here, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But then again, you know, I guess the only saint in fatherhood that exists is my father. Fulgur, we'll talk in a moment. Take a deep breath. Boobs Fulgur.
Unfortunately, he just keeps muttering to himself, my fault, over and over, and then just slumps over.
Yeah, alright, I know what's going on here. Also, Asher, can you please heal Kotora now? And whatnot?
I will do so as soon as I have finished giving the options to Riv.
Just go ahead and do it, you jerk.
Alright, Asher's gonna go up with the dock and sit in front of Riv and present the choices to Riv.
Riv is just gonna blink in confusion, type on his own thing, just going, why do I need to hear to go into ruins?
He's going to put in there that communication is important if we're going inside of ruins, for everyone to be able to stay in touch and be able to hear if something goes wrong.
Riv is just going to type back that he has ideas about how to stay in touch, but he does guess that he can't really actually hear if anything goes wrong. But also, aren't we supposed to stay within sight of each other anyway? Question mark.
He'll reply
Speaking
with,
of really good segues, Haboku, you're not sure how it happened, but you're hanging by your ankle from a tree.
oh good, he didn't run into one of the lethal ones.
It's your back ankle, too, which just does not make sense for a quadrupedal person. Continue, Asher.
Oh, there were traps in there that were one way as well. You know, you can go one way past them just fine, but trying to go back the other way. Because after the flymon ran away, he does not want to risk that happening again. But anyways, what was the last thing Riv said?
Aren't we supposed to stay within line of sight anyway?
Traps exist. They may force us to be separated. Something might happen behind you that you aren't aware of if you can't hear, and thus cannot see because it is behind you.
Riv is just gonna type back, I've been in ruins before, I've done that a ton, it'll be fine.
Doctor's orders.
But ruins.
I have rope.
As Riv chooses the mythical option 3. But what if I just ignore the problem?
But what if ruins?
You know, that was also within Kotora's expectations. It was one or two things. Either Rip was going to get the dangerous one to go to the ruins faster, or he was just going to ignore it. Either of those are expected.
I mean, you know, the actual order of operations is he's going to try and ignore it, and if people keep forcing the issue, he'll just choose the fast one so he can get to ruins.
Exactly.
Asher only takes away free will in cases of, health. Surgery is an option to fix health. And technically, there's also, potential problems of not getting the surgery, infection and the like.
Riv's just gonna type back, okay, but what if I just freeze something if it starts going wrong?
You cannot know it's going wrong if it is behind you.
I can feel the ground shake.
What if it comes from above?
Well, usually if it comes from above in a ruin, it either just hits you immediately or it hits the ground and rolls after you. And hearing won't help the first one.
There are also things where you may not be able to react fast enough to freeze it.
I've been in worse shapes and gone into ruins and been fine.
You are not going into the ruin with your hearing out. End of discussion.
But I don't need to hear to go into a ruin.
I will take away your wings and legs.
Okay, but if you do that, can you do that inside the ruin so I can at least look around?
The best part about this argument happening the way it is that nobody but the two of them knows what's being said.
Yeah, he's writing on his data pad, I'm writing on my dock, and just...
Sorry, Jace is trying to take care of an Arcus right.
The only ones that may know how the conversation is going is Kotora, and that's only because he knows Riv.
Jace has an idea based on the fact that Asher hasn't said anything, probably increasingly frustrated. Jace is just going to quip Dakota really quickly. See, I kind of figured they'd argue for a while. You got time to think.
Yeah, I had a feeling this would. I had a feeling it could go this way.
You are not entering the ruins until your hearing is better.
Okay, but what if I cheat?
I will test you very thoroughly.
Okay, but what if I cheat and have a way around it?
If you manage that, then fine.
Meanwhile, now okay to the other two. What's going on? There was just you were fighting and then fighting and
I'm just trying to protect my little brother from himself.
Chase just kind of looks up and goes, yeah, motions to Asher. Been trying to protect that little one for a while. Now he's not so little.
But why are you... What is the actual argument? And why are you fighting each other over an argument? I thought you were a team.
Rip definitely wants to go into the ruins, and neither Asher nor I want him to go while he's hard of hearing. But Asher told me that there's two ways that he can recover his hearing: either with a surgery which might be harmful to him, or just with some medical attention needed for recovery in a few weeks. And I'm pretty sure that if the issue keeps if the issue keeps being brought up to him, he will choose the quick way out. And I don't want him to do that.
Why does he need hearing? It's a ruin. It's like really old ruins. They've been sealed for like ever. The rubble has moss growing on it and everything. There's nothing alive in there.
Jason's going to give the researcher a look.
Oh, please, Jace, bring up that moss is alive.
Kotora is just going to rub Kotora is just going to rub his face. I want him to remain. I want him to remain as safe as I can. As I can keep him inside of ruins. I know for a fact that I can't keep him 100% safe, but I don't want to jeopardize him any further than he already will on his own.
And just because there's nothing alive doesn't mean there are traps or pitfalls or natural hazards of something that's old. And having, one of your senses that you're used to your entire life being gone is kind of a detriment.
So put him in the middle of the group. That way he's not going to accidentally trigger something and not notice the rest of the group getting hurt, or like people are ahead of him and behind him.
Well, I suppose that could work, but I mean, do you not picture him just running off while we exploring?
The problem is that we're worried that he will just run exploring because he's excitable.
Very excitable about ruins, just like you, just like Fulgur. I have gone to ruins with him before. It has happened. He's still alive, but it has happened, and it's given me quite a few scares.
Well, do you have climbing harnesses?
We have rope, I guess.
Tie each other. You could tie yourself to each other. That way, if he does go off, there's at least someone with him.
Kotora is going to fold his arms. That could work, I suppose. He would, as long as I explained that to him, he wouldn't like just break it for no reason, unless it was like if he was in peril and he wouldn't want the person to get caught up in it as well. Guess that could work.
Yeah, we use the buddy system all the time in ruins and archaeology.
Well,
Asher will ground Naoki from their limbs too. Don't test
I
me.
think he's. I think he's also not going to like Riv's next head-ass response.
We should let Haboku free himself, though.
Yeah.
What is the athletics is the getting out of?
Oh, it's athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah,
you
athletics or acrobatics.
Sorry, Haboku, too much going on to help the confused Parker.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This argument's been going on for a while. Give me a second roll as well.
I was about
you
to say,
willpower that?
the moment you asked for another roll, I'm like, he's gonna botch that. You know that, right?
Don't take it. Take it and enjoy your bonus boost die.
You know what? I'll take it.
Jace is now going to turn around and try and help because he's kind of done arguing with every.
You do still have
Haboku has somehow managed to turn himself into a dream catcher.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know I'm carrying an unconscious Arcus, but I'm not putting him down until people are starting to drive me up a wall. Jace needs me time. Dad needs to use the bathroom. That's the appropriate term. That's what dads do when they want to get their kids, right?
I don't know. For most, it's to the garage or something.
Yeah, to the shed. Moms go to the bathroom. They take a bath.
I was gonna make the joke. Well, at least he's not going for a pack of cigarettes, like my dad did. But unfortunately, my dad didn't make me go for, or didn't go for a pack of cigarettes. Instead, he just kicked me out of the house when he wanted me gone.
He sent you for the pack of cigarettes. Got it. Raijin, take a point of damage from punishment, please. You don't know how, but the Galgamon is actually face palming as he's watching Haboku, which is impressive because that's not how dog paws work.
To be fair, I think he developed the capability just from being around his subordinates.
Sometimes some skills come to you naturally. Sometimes some skills come to you because you to be a.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
to be entirely,
Red.
I mean, I was gonna say, to be fair, Galgamon do have those scarf hands that he could use, but no, he's using his actual paw. That's what's impressive about it.
You see, the scarves weren't hitting his forehead hard enough, so he had to learn how to use his paw. The OOCly, this might also be a very nice end watching that guy facepalm with a paw. That's probably about as big as his face. Don't Galgamon have like huge paws for some reason?
Yes, they do.
It's because they evolved, or digivolved from Galmon, who have boxing gloves.
They somehow kept the boxing gloves even though their hands turn into paws.
Yeah, it's possum.
You can never insult any of my dad jokes ever. If you take punishment, I'm off the list.
I thought your joke was pretty good, Raiden.
Well, it wasn't a joke; it was a flirt, and it was a very good one, Raiden.
I thought your flirt was pretty. I thought your flirt was pretty good, Raiden. Yeah.
Did you say flirp?
Yeah, I was having trouble pronouncing that word. Maybe I'm getting tired.
It is late.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, I'll make sure not. Don't worry, Kotora. Nobody else is gonna flirt tonight. We'll add that to Fwam. Fwam and flirp.
So, can we get back to it?
Yeah, let's. So, that's what Haboku is doing, is learning Shibari. So, Asher and Riv.
Yep. Riv is just gonna go, okay, I have a solution. I'll just keep Mir on my shoulders and head, and whatever way he leans suddenly is the direction that I look. If he pulls on me to the right, I look to the right. Because Mir can hear.
You are
I'm
not
sorry,
going...
Are you about to ratatouille with an ooze?
No.
You are
It's
not...
literally, if he feels him bleeding, he's going to turn in that direction.
Asher is basically going to continue to respond with the same thing to all of Riv's arguments at this point. You are not going into the ruins without your hearing intact.
But what if, and hear me out here, ruins?
You are not going into the ruins without your hearing intact.
Hey, Asher, how is the conversation going?
Asher is not responding to Kotora.
Okay, what if I get the surgery in the ruins?
You are not going into the ruins without your hearing intact.
But what if I really want to go into the ruins?
You are not going into the ruins without your hearing intact.
Counterpoint. What if I just do anyway?
You are not going into the ruins without your hearing intact.
Okay, but if I go missing, where's the first place that you're going to check for me?
I will ground you from your limbs now.
Mir doesn't have limbs, and I'll just ask him to drag me there.
You are not going into the ruins without your hearing intact.
But I wanna.
At this point, I want to know: does Asher have a frustrated face on himself? On him? What is Asher's expression at the moment?
Oh, at this point, it's boredom.
Kotora is just going to give a bit of a smirk in an annoying look. I see.
But what if I convince Naoki to go into the ruins, and we're kind of supposed to make sure Naoki's safe, so we have to go in the ruins too?
I will ground her from her limbs as well.
Okay, I'll be right back. And Riv is going to try walking away to go to Naoki.
Kotora is gonna try to get Riv's attention.
Riv is going right for Naoki.
You must gather your hearing before venturing forth.
Kotora is going near Rib, but he's just waiting, since he knows he's probably going for Naoki for a reason.
He's just going to write out, hey, so is temporarily losing your limbs totally worth going into the ruins, right now?
How temporary... actually, does Riv know sign language?
No. Because he's never been introduced to it before.
She's going to try that first, and when it's obvious that doesn't work, she's going to... she's going to write, how temporarily and which limbs?
Hot damn! For somebody who had her dare stolen for which she sure is eager to get some of it taken away again, as long as he can go to ruins.
Ruins.
But ruins.
I'm going to mention that she ended up in this predicament for a reason. So, you know.
Fair enough, you're right.
Just, you know, gonna lay that on the table that she ended up this way for. So, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Ruben's gonna write out, Asher is threatening to ground us by taking our limbs until my hearing is back, but also I don't see why I need hearing to go into the ruins when I've already proposed multiple solutions that would mean there wouldn't be a problem. So, like, if we just go to the ruins, we could, he'll just take our limbs for a bit, but we could be inside the ruins.
So while Riv is having this conversation with Naoki, Asher is just going to go over to one of the trees, take all of its data and start building a small little wooden hut with it. If we're going to be here for a while, he's at least going to have a solid roof over his head. And yes, I'm rolling craft on that.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna soul both of those ones.
What should the 10 only successes rolls today?
I don't know.
It just
so
keeps happening.
weird.
I blame Lightpaw.
I mean, at least we're not getting the weird run.
The law of Ren.
You are able to construct a passable lean-to. You wouldn't be embarrassed to spend the night in this.
He'll continue working on it, but that's that's a start.
I'll be with you in a moment, Haboku. I promise.
By the way, happy birthday, Era.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Era.
Happy birthday, Era.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'll save your
Thank you.
presents for Wild Traditions.
Why is that plural?
Because it was. It's usually how the English language works, Era.
He's...
What?
Also, I think I missed whatever Riv's response to Naoki was.
What was the last question?
Which limbs and how temporarily?
Rib said probably most of them, but very temporarily, because he was only going to take them until my hearing was back. But we could be inside the ruins.
Hey, Kotora, would you still love Riv if he was a worm?
He is a worm. He's a bookworm.
Yes.
I heard you spell that with a Y.
Yes.
Yes.
Look at his sheet. It's literally spelled. His specialty for academics is bookworm.
I love
It
that.
literally is. Look at it.
That was good, but I
Kotora,
did mean the O version.
Yeah, I know, and the answer to that is yes. Yes, Kotra would still love Rib if he was a worm.
Kotora, give me a perception check. Asher, give me one at a +1 difficulty, and Riv, give me one at a -1 difficulty.
All right. Is it okay if I use mind on this? Or is this a body? I don't know if this is like up in the air, like I could choose anything, or if this is like something physically he's looking for.
This is something physical.
All right, cool. So 1, 2, 6. I'll sold a 1.
Oh my god, 444!
Riv sold the 1, so.
Oh, 454. That we almost had it. We almost had it in the number of death there.
You should have kept it all at 4s.
To be fair, I started souling before Kotor even rolled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll soul a 1. Maybe we can make it funny.
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay, it's 4, 5, 7. It's not funny anymore.
Keep the soul, Kotora.
Oh, okay. I mean, the soul comes
It's
back.
kind of
at
a
the end
session soul. There's like 10 minutes left of session anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd get it back anyways, but generally, you know, you're not supposed to be like, just have it back.
That is I would rather. I think that it is more entertaining for Kotora to have failed that than to succeed, and the difficulty is 5.
Wow.
So,
Okay, sure.
I mean,
okay.
The GM's asking for
if he gets
amusement.
it, if he gets it back, can you have it as an EX at least?
An extra boost dice.
So that one
Yes.
sticks around.
Sure.
All right, cool. Now it's a bribe. We did it, everyone.
I mean, who doesn't accept bribes here? Anybody? Anybody that does not accept bribes, please raise your hand. That's what I thought. We're good. Continue.
Go ahead, Typa.
Oh, I got a message. Riv looks really, really confused right now.
Yes, what are you up to?
Jace is going to go and help Haboku.
Probably good, yeah.
Okay, is it this card here? Okay. And that one there? No, that's I'm stuck back there.
Haboku, how did you manage to get all 4 legs, your tail, and half your face stuck in that rope?
To be fair,
He
it
looks
is
like
an
he
Asher
beat-
trap.
I heard fighting, and I thought that we got attacked again, so I tried to run back, and then I forgot to keep an eye open, and he looks like he would be attempting to do a shrug, but can't, clearly.
All right, give me a moment here. I need to shake off a change. I just need 7 dice really quick. Whoop. Sorry, I gotta undo shapeshifting to help myself to be able to help you. I'm fine. Sim, I'm using shapeshifting.
Didn't even realize you had it.
I do.
I think that's what he uses for his hacking thing for changing numbers around slightly.
Yep, for myself. I didn't ever use it with
Ah.
Zerta because I stopped talking. But now I get to actually use it.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Oh boy.
Oh.
All right, I give myself 2 dots of athletics, and I'm gonna roll body cunning out. Try and him.
So, Raijin, that may need to be upgraded. Depends on his role.
And then, do you want to assist at all, Haboku?
Go for the eyes, boo.
Oh boy.
Go for the eyes. Rush!
Oh, okay.
Just jumped right to the end.
Yeah.
You can take
So-
like 1 teamwork or whatever skill you're using. And what is it? Might be just a bit
Athletics.
more. You can take 2 from Haboku then.
Okay. Can't wait to hear what's about to happen to my dice here. I don't like that thing.
Well, we're near the end if you have any spare boost die to body.
You know, I do have spare boost die to body. Let's go ahead and do with that. +3.
At least saying that isn't technically a sin anymore, I guess.
Yeah, our
Hey.
storyteller likes it.
Right?
Hey!
Hey, total of an 8.
Nice.
All right. Jace, you successfully managed to get in and figure out where all of these ropes are going, and no, actually, you're both tangled in it now, and the note falls out of your backpack.
Oh no.
That was a face palm. I don't know if you heard that.
We did.
That
Go
might have been a face
ahead.
tail. Your palms are both actually kind of tied up.
Well, Jace's tail's damn well long enough to do that, so yes.
Go ahead. Call for help.
Jace looks down and goes, well, that was the easy way. Blade. What's my difficulty spike? No, wait. I'm going to start bringing up my accuracy and crit threat. I'm going to be cutting us free.
Can I roll perception to notice this?
Yes.
I mean,
I
they
think
are
it's
up in the
stunted.
air in one of your traps.
What's the state of the unconscious Arcus?
I was holding you during this, so congratulations, you're with me.
Oh no.
I would assume Riv and Kotora both get a perception check, but Riv is, well, no. Riv has an answer now.
Yeah, Riv and Kotora also are allowed perception checks on this.
Okay.
Do you want to soul the one, Asher?
Yeah. I want to boost those 9s because there's so many of them.
The 9's just tempt.
It is the last
Yeah.
5 minutes of the.
Yeah, I'll boost my 9s as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's
we're
not
gonna
a
have to
boost,
probably-
that's a vigor, but...
Yeah,
That's
that
vigor, yeah.
requires
Yeah,
a long
vigor.
rest to get back.
Or, well,
I'll
no,
take
you get them back on short rest as well. It's
Yeah.
just, you get them all back on long rest.
I'll bigger that because I think it's funny. Oh,
Just
another
remember, it also costs an exhaustion.
So you're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
9. 18 so.
Asher and Kotora, you hear Jason's startled, well, not startled, but frustrated, muffled swearing as he gets tangled up in the
Asher,
things.
Asher will sigh and run over to help.
Kotora is. Even though Kotora is concerned with Riv, he is going to head over there.
Riv is gonna,
Um,
like, grab Kotora for, like, a second.
Hmm?
and like point to something that he wrote down real quick, which was just, can you say something again?
Hello. Can you hear me, Rib?
Is he able to hear that?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's just gonna blink, nod twice, and go, okay, I can hear again. I'm going to the ruins in a second, I guess.
Rib. Kotora is looking at Rib. Can you at least wait for the rest of us to be ready?
That's why I said a second. I'm giving you guys a couple minutes.
Give us more, please.
We're not even set up here. It's fine.
I need to step away for a few minutes. I apologize.
Okay.
It's
Just-
probably
just-
honestly a good time to
Yeah.
call it.
Just
Yes,
Don't
but I can't.
go.
I have to step away for a few minutes.
He can't do his outro this second, is what he said. So.
yeah, and Kotora is just gonna say, just don't go without me, please.
I've been in
We'll break
ruins
this one.
alone before. It'll be fine.
I know, but Rev, I'm just worried, Please.
I mean, I guess. But I want to go to the ruins.
I know you do, and I want to take you there. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay before you did.
But I don't need to hear to go into ruins.
Well, apparently that's no longer. Apparently that's no longer an issue anymore. I just don't want. I just want to be there with you when we go.
Okay, but if you don't do it fast enough, I'm just gonna drag you there.
Okay. Bet. I'll be back in a moment. Kotora is heading towards the commotion.
And this is what we're going to have to start next game off. This is where things are going to start.
Yep. Absolutely. Rube's just gonna look over at Naoki and go, I can hear again. I guess we don't have to lose our limbs temporarily.
How the heck did Rib got his hearing back? What happened? Did
That's
I
a
miss something?
really good question, isn't it?
That is a really good question.
Ah,
Naoki's wondering it too.
Magic. Obviously magic.
Magic, yeah.
It has to be magic. It's
a
probably
miracle.
like the friendship of or the magical friendship.
It's a miracle blessing from the ruins. Obviously.
Kotora would question it, but at this point, he is willing to believe that Ribs want to go to the ruins just spontaneously made his hearing become better. Honestly,
It forced the issue, and Riv literally adapted so he could go to the ruins by sheer desire and force of will.
yes, Kotora is willing to believe that that's actually the case, even if that's not actually the answer.
Siren call of the ruins. You really need to use wax to prevent yourself from hearing it.
Good job making Riv swear off candles.
How can somebody be so smart and yet so stupid?
There's a reason why intelligence and wisdom are generally different stats.
I'm aware.
There is also a reason why Kotora is so erratic about this.
It's okay. Once we're all down and free, maybe there'll be discussions about, Riv's still getting some form of goddamn treatment.
Maybe, but also, you have a very short amount of time before the Riv's patience for not going to ruin erodes away completely.
I mean, maybe the magic's temporary and just mysteriously as it came.
I mean, maybe, but also now that he got it back, he is totally just going to pretend like even if it disappears again, that it hasn't, and he's just going to be heading to the ruins.
Kotora bought us some time. Let's make sure we use it correctly. I'm enjoying this.
It's been a very long day, and I had to come to Gimund.
What's that?
I said it's been a very long day, and then I had to come to the.
Oh,
You had to
that.
come to the what? Sorry, Era. You keep getting cut off at the exact same moment.
I don't know what's going on because everything on my side is reflecting properly. I wonder if this is just Discord being stupid.
Maybe. Why don't you try to log out and log back in? That usually fixes it for a bit.
Because it will update.
Ah.
If I do that.
Oh, that no. Sorry. I meant to get out of the call and come back in.
I forgot what I said, by the way.
Ah, it's okay. Pat.
Does anybody remember the first few words of what I was saying?
You said something about coming home.
It's a long day.
I had a really long day today, and then I came to this game and was dad.
Okay.
Is this what parents go through?
Also, you're not getting cut off anymore. I think that was a problem for some reason.
This Discord just didn't want to let me talk.
I guess.
You got fed hours ago.
You can feed me again. That's okay. Second and third dinner's all right.
You're not my roommate's cat. I'm not responsible for feeding you.
The temptation was there. I decided not to. Feel lucky, Lightpaw. Gimund squeaks because he knows what I was about to do. You can't open doors in front of me. It's not fair.
Gimund tells me what that was about then, because I might be a little smooth-brained tonight.
Tell help.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Remove temptation.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Somebody that has self-control help.
What do you want us to do exactly?
Self-control machine broke, my dude. It is 2 a.m. It's like, past midnight, and we're doing a tabletop.
Yeah, I know. But I promise not to tease Lightpaw during game. But
to be fair, we're not progressing the game anymore right now. We're just kind of like hanging out and doing table talk until Zim's able to do outro.
Yeah.
Regin, I'll trust me. I'll use that word when it comes up in the next session.
Self-control machine broke, my dude. Like.
So, Lightpaw, you sure you don't want to be responsible for me? Be a good little.
I know you're trying to tease me, but I'm barely responsible for me.
You don't want to be a good little girl? Make me dinner. See what Papa gives you back.
I wonder what's for dinner.
Might be Lightpaw at this rate.
I'm about to say at this point, probably Lightpaw.
Or anything you put on my cheeks.
I can put a lot of things on your cheeks, baby.
If nothing else, they're probably plenty red.
glad you guys are having a good time.
So we have a Haboku trapped in a rope.
Haboku, Jace, and Fulgur trapping a rope, rather.
Well, I guess since Lightpaw teasing time is over, I can go ahead and wrap us up.
Yep.
How long have you been there?
Probably like 3 minutes.
I mean, Lightpaw has also gone completely silent, so we're probably not going to get much out of him for this tonight, or her. Go ahead.
Or hours.
Oh, I didn't know we were going that far.
Oh, there was a little squeak there.
Don't worry, Lightpaw. You don't need to talk anymore. We got you here.
There's the gas. So thank you for joining us today on Data Anomaly Hunter Scar. Check out the keep coaching, please.
We did not understand any of that.
Oh no, I understood it.
I heard parts of that.
I heard password.
Start your outro. He was trying to start your outro, Zip.
Well then, thank you everybody for joining us today for Data Anomaly Hunter Scar. Happy birthday to Era.
Happy birthday, Era.
Lightpaw, I'm sure you'll make a great present for Era. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, commissioning one of the artists that I manage for. Their details are at zgf.art, or just being good boys and girls for me. But for now, thank you so much, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Baby.